Hey, Samantha. Happy Thursday. What's going on? What's this notification at the top of my Twitch chat? Dismiss. It's some tie-in thing. I don't think I get any money from that. Everyone dismiss that message. Or read it and tell me if it looks like it's something I probably get money from. And if it is, read it again. Take this message deep into your heart. No, don't worry about it. Just tell me how your day was. What have you been up to? How's it going? Welcome in. My name is Arx_Hydro. Today we are playing more Tears of the Kingdom. Starting the main story. Beginning the main quest. I'm excited to play more. We're starting at a perfect time right before I go on vacation. So that, you know, we can wrap up neatly with some stragglers of streams after I get back. We'll talk about schedules soon. How are you doing? My day's been pretty good. I got more errands than usual done, which is nice, because I'm leaving late tomorrow, but it means fewer things to rush through with regards to cleaning the place up, getting everything ready for the cats and the pet sitter, and then packing to go. So today's been good for me. What's up, Sad Cat? Hey, Badar, good to see you. Ibhissa, what is going on? The Odd Prop. Hello, all of you. How are we doing? Molten King, what's up, Isaac? You've made tiramisu, you've not tried it yet. Did you use drip coffee or espresso? I hope it's delicious. I love tiramisu. I've had a variety of them. I've had ones made in a mug at a pretty fancy restaurant. I say pretty fancy, not really. But like a nice restaurant. And I've had one made by my friends. I think they're always delicious. I know that I am big on coffee, but I've had some that are almost entirely chocolatey in their flavor. Chocolatey and mascarpone-y in their flavor. Those are delicious. I've had some that are strong coffee first with like chocolate added. Those are delicious. Used espresso. I think you got a good chance of a nice mix of coffee flavor in there then. I don't know a lot about it despite my saying I've had a lot, but I've heard that the ones that are chocolate, mascarpone and other elements forward, where coffee disappears, or where you use drip coffee. Which is rough, because espresso is fucking annoying to make. I think you got a good chance of the classic mix of flavors, and however it comes out, I bet it'll be delicious. Hope it is. You got some takeout sushi, and you're ready for TotK main quest. This is going to be cinema. What's up, Spartan? I hope your sushi is delicious, and it's good to see you. Sounds like your day is going well, at least right now. Doing basic self-care and somehow also doing errands and things. I feel like a very tired demigod. That's how I was today. Basic, when I say I got more errands than usual done, I'm talking real basic shit, like get out to pick up my prescription. I got a bunch of new movies from the library, because otherwise my requests are going to time out and go back while I'm away for vacation. Real basic shit. But I feel good having them done. Certainly identify with tired, but I feel good. Did you ever get to try the Kyoto Cold Brew? No, I've not tried the Kyoto Cold Brew. Started a new playthrough of Subnautica and played guitar. That sounds like a delightful day. You went for a walk and opened 5 packs of cards. What kind of cards? Did you get anything you were excited to open? Just some ad for Audible, that's what it looked like. Dismiss. Thank you so much, everyone. How's it going, Raja? Good to see you. Samantha, let's hop into warm-up. Where is that screen? Everything's now switched over for console streaming, and I gotta remember where I have my windows, which monitor they're on, seeing as one's taken up by the... What game do you believe this is? I recognize this. I recognize this. Anyone want a second? You're getting it. It's a classic. It's one of the most famous video game characters in history. They have graced the cover of a huge number of magazines, because they're not a very new character. Super familiar? I believe this is the original Tomb Raider. Oh. It's Lara Croft, it's not Tomb Raider 1. Which one looks like this? Tomb Raider 2? Tomb Raider 3? The Adventures of Lara Croft? It's Tomb Raider 3. There's not even a "the" there. Adventures of Lara Croft. I made that up, from 1998. Artwork. What game is this artwork from? This looks like... probably some big oh, no, not Space Battle. This more looks like maybe Battlefield. That guy's wearing... oh, not Backpack? Maybe it's The Division? That looks more survivalist. Alright, let's try The Division or something. Ideas? Huh, same color palette, how about that, as Steve from Minecraft? Tom Clancy's The Division. It's a Division game, they only have 2 Division games, it's going to be The Division 2. Ta-da! Division 2, the one that takes place in Washington, D.C. Easy game. Character, who are we looking at here? Wait, oh crap, what's his name? Yes, I think I remember his name. I think I know immediately. Infamous main character, Cole McGrath. He wears sleeves all the time, doesn't he, or am I wrong? Dang, how did it even need us? I believe this character spits fire. That help anyone? I could be wrong, but I think I know who this is, and I believe they spit fire. You're just thinking of the orange? Dirty orange, sort of cloth and leather. That is very Cole McGrath. I get why you say that. I totally get it. Spyro? Let me try my guess. I think this is Dalsim. I don't know how to spell Dalsim. Help. Do they not have Dalsim? Can it not possibly be him? Because he's not even in the thing? How do you spell Dalsim? Yeah, DH, right? I don't think it can be Dalsim. Who is it then? Cole McGrath from Infamous. Who is this? Shit, I'm totally out of the running now. Spyro from Spyro the Dragon. Hi. Usually they save showing any piece of the face for the final one. Is this like a minor character? Is that why you're showing it to us second to last? Is this someone you think a lot of people will have trouble with, so you're helping out? Who is this? What game is this from? They could be from like Horizon Zero Dawn? These look like spark plugs or something making up their necklace. These materials and buckles look quite modern or even near future, but they obviously look like they live in a mountain. In a mountain. Nearby where the lava erupts when the volcano that made it goes off. Off of whatever they can find. Who is this? Maybe that's his shoulder and he's super fucked up. Black Fingers from Mad Max. I'm afraid they don't have black fingers, but thank you for the guess. Looks like post-apocalyptic cyberpunk. It does. We can't guess by game yet, so let's just say Aloy and see if it's Horizon. It is not a character from Horizon. Who do they have from Mad Max? We have a warped face. Are you Chum Bucket? Yeah, you're Chum Bucket. Yeah, you're right. It's from some Mad Max thing, Raja. I imagine, given the level of graphics, from the most recent Mad Max game, which I heard is quite good. Haven't played it, don't know the details, but I think it has a good reputation. Nice job. Let's go ahead and start our gamedle guess with that. Mad Max. I think that's its title. Yeah. Yes, 2015, there we are. I thought it was a little more recent than that even. We're looking for a game that comes from between 2016 and 2020, is third person only, has single player, but isn't only single player, is not survival, is not open world, is not shooter, and is not racing. It's also not on PC. That's somewhat interesting. What are we looking for? That obviously leaves console exclusives as the main possibilities, which would be things like the Switch 1 in this range, the PS5 or 4? 4. PS5 launched just before like COVID lockdowns and stuff because its launch was all fucked up by those things, yes? So it's going to be the Xbone and the PS4. Did the Xbone have any exclusives? Halo 5. Is that it? It could also be maybe a Quest-only V... No, it says third person. It's not a VR-only game. All right, what are we thinking? Mario Galaxy 2 or something? Mario Galaxy 2 launched on the Wii way back when, so... Not that. PS4 and Xbone are already out. Yeah, but PS5 and series consoles aren't, which for a second I thought they were, and I had to correct myself. It could also be a multi-generational one. Though with the release window, no, it's probably not some 360 game also available on Xbone. It's gotta be something that launched on Xbone or PS4 if it's exclusive to one of them. Welcome in, Endrex, how is it going? Also, hello, Light Lunas, how are you, KFC? How is everybody? Hope you're having a lovely day. Chum Bucket, as someone who played the game, I feel bad for him. I imagine I feel bad for most people in the Mad Max world, though I know a lot of them are pretty evil or at least ruthless, but they're driven to it by the world. But I do kind of want to play that game sometime. Driving around the wasteland looked fun in the trailers and stuff. Did you like the game, Spartan? Smash Bros, we could check if it's a Nintendo. I think it's gonna be side-scrolling, but let's do Smash Bros. That'd be Smash Bros Ultimate in this range. It is a Switch 1 exclusive. That is useful. Thank you for that. It was published by Nintendo. This is a mixture of things that God only knows what the fuck else we could draw from it. I didn't know Bandai Namco developed it. I just never thought about it at all. I thought that was done in-house by Nintendo or maybe by one of those companies. The name Sora rings a bell. I figured maybe Sora's the company that fucking, like the Pokemon company, is owned jointly by like Nintendo and Game Freak or Nintendo and someone else. I had no idea Bandai Namco was involved in some maybe support role. Interesting. Donkey Kong Bonanza, that is more recent as that launched on Switch 2, right? Is that Switch 2 exclusive? It is, isn't it? Even if it's not, it launched after Switch 2's release, which is too recent for the 2019 and 2020 window we're in, but thank you for the guess. Anyone else think Hydro kind of looks like Shawn Ashmore? Dude, I have a friend, actually, I haven't spoken with him in years, unfortunately, because we were friends from the comedy theater I used to go to, pre-COVID and all. And we were on the same improv team for a year. Great guy. Incredibly smart about politics especially, but just really, really pragmatic and wise about real politics sort of issues, even outside politics. And also, just like an amazing partisan. I swear, I never saw him quite do this, but I swear he's the kind of person who, like, if you were in an argument with someone, he would give you all the support he could. He would help you take the other person apart logically, carefully, and when they left, he'd be like, but I think you're wrong. Like, just good guy, but honest, too. Not with the person you're arguing with, but with you. Anyway, he looks exactly like Shawn Ashmore. Exactly. More like Shawn Ashmore than Shawn Ashmore's twin brother does, but only the Shawn Ashmore picture on the cover of Quantum Break. At no other time would you be more like, maybe with the right haircut, but on the cover of Quantum Break, he looks exactly like Shawn Ashmore. Everyone's just got those pictures of themselves that look like recognizably like them, but there's something different, and apparently that one of Shawn Ashmore is the one that perfectly aligns with my friend. It was wild. One of the most popular things I ever posted on Facebook among my friends, back when I used Facebook back then, was a picture of Quantum Break on his wall being like, I'm so glad to hear you're starring in this big time game. And like everyone who knows him was going, holy shit, that's, wow. Pikmin, COVID, or Animal Crossing COVID are my guesses. You can tell I don't play, but heard endless news stories about people becoming obsessed with New Horizons. I wonder if they call New Horizons top-down or third person. You can't rotate the camera, right? Hyrule Warriors? I like the idea of Hyrule Warriors. The one around this time would be Age of Calamity, or is that the one that's even more recent? Well, we have the right year, 2019. We have the right game modes. It is single player, multiplayer, co-op, and split screen. Fuck, you know, I should have listened to one of your guesses that's actually Nintendo and devved by Nintendo, so we could rule that in or out. I didn't think carefully about this. Let's look at genre. We're not looking for a platformer. We are not looking for a party game. We're not looking for a fighting game. We're not looking for a fantasy game. We're not looking for a hack and slash. We are looking for... Sci-fi is still on the table. What other big ones? Kids. Nintendo probably makes plenty of games suitable for kids. It Takes Two, that's on PC as well. We've ruled out PC. We're looking for a Switch 1 exclusive. Split Fiction, it's on everything. Oh shit, I just had an idea and I just lost it. Didn't they remake Star Fox? Not recently, I know they did recently, but didn't they remake it on Switch 1 back then? Or am I thinking, was the last remake much further back on 3DS? I don't know. I don't know. That was on Wii U? Fuck. Okay. 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 Okay, it's not ARMS, because that's a fighting game, and older than 2019, I'm pretty sure, because that was like a Switch 1 launch title. Is it? I'm squirming to try and get my brain working, and it's not helping at all. Astral Chain? I like the idea of Astral Chain, but I think that was developed by someone else, because that's a Platinum game. I'm gonna type it, because I haven't typed anything yet. Astral Chain. Thank you so much for the guess. It is not that, and it's not sci-fi. Built on an in-house engine. That doesn't help, but thank you so much. gamedle. Having more green does feel nice. One more and we can take a clue. Let's get another guess in. Hey Brutalitops, how is it going? Hope you're having a lovely one. Split screen. I'm gonna guess some kind of Mario's Kart. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We already know it's not a racing game, but I'll try it. Because that is... fucking hell! Developed and published by Nintendo, I was going to say, but this one is specifically developed and published by Nintendo of Europe and America. What does that mean? Did Mario Kart 8 Deluxe not come out in Japan? What does that mean? I think on some weird technicality we don't yet know if it's actually developed and published by Nintendo, because there might be one that just says published by Nintendo and dev by Nintendo with all this of stuff. Fuck. We are looking for a Mario Bros. Franchise game, but not from the karting saga. That means Mario Tennis, Mario... What other ones came out on Switch? A soccer game? Was there Strikers? Mario fucking this, Mario that. Mario does this horse shit. Mario pretends like Bowser doesn't kidnap Peach all the time because he needs another to shore up the numbers for a game of baseball. And you can clearly see that Peach is really uncomfortable with this, but at least she has a bat in hands, but that doesn't make it better. What are you fucking thinking, Mario? Jesus Christ, think about other people's feelings. Kind of went off there for a minute. A Mario's Party? It could be a Mario's Party. Wait, but it's not a party game. Is Luigi its own saga? I believe Luigi would be in the Mario franchise, as we've read. And yes, it would definitely be a different saga to Mario Kart. Something like a Luigi's Mansion. Yeah. Captain Toad, or whatever that is, possibly. Actually, Peach seems fine most of the time. She puts up a brave front, because she knows Mario's not gonna change. What's up, Barry? How are you? Hope you're having a good one. Let's go ahead and try Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. No, thank you for that guess. Why is that fantasy when I think usually Mario games aren't? Interesting. Interesting. Also, yellow with Nintendo developed, Nintendo published. All right, forget this. It's a Nintendo game. It's a Nintendo game. God only knows. But it's a Nintendo, because we already know it's a Switch exclusive. One of these is right, and it's not puzzle. So, and it's not platform, so it's strategy. Is 2019 Kingdom Battle or Sparks of Hope? It's Sparks of Hope, right? Luigi's Mansion's a good guess? I could see maybe them calling that strategy for some outside reason that I'm not aware of because I've not played more than one Luigi's Mansions game, but I don't think they can call them... They wouldn't call them that, would they? If it's a Fire Emblem Three Houses, I'll eat my hat. Does Mario show up in it? It's horror. 125. Am I now the oldest person alive? You've raced past me. Because I know I fought you on the number of streams in your viewing streak equals your age in years for a bit, but I disagree with your reasons why, but seeing the way you react to stream, I imagine they age you by a year, the way games age me. So yeah, that makes you older than me. Clue? I really want to type fucking Sparks of Hope, but fine, clue. It's not Sparks of Hope, nor Kingdom Battle, because that was developed by Ubisoft. You ever seen the video? There's a couple of them. There's one at an awards show where, I think it's Shigeru Miyamoto, or somebody else important to Nintendo, talking about Kingdom Battle, or it's at an awards show. And there's another interview where he talks about it himself and gets a little teary, but the lead developer on it was just so fucking happy to make a Mario game. And it did well. I played the first one and I fucking love it. Someday I want to make time for Sparks of Hope because I think it's supposed to be as good. It's just really, there's a couple sweet videos out there of like Shigeru Miyamoto talking about how cool it was to play the game and see Mario through someone else's eyes. And this like middle-aged guy who finally got to lead a game and make a Mario game and it went well. Tearing up a bit. It's cute. Back to Luigi's Mansion 3. Fine. Is it Luigi's Mansion 3? Yes, it is. Will you stop guessing that? What else are we gonna try? What? Sorry. I'm a bad actor. Luigi's Mansion 3 from 2019. Oh, puzzle, not strategy. Why did I think we'd ruled out puzzle? That's on me. Tino, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Tonight we're guessing Luigi's Mansion 3, and that didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would, so I guess we'll probably play some Tears of the Kingdom? We're sort of pivoting now, because this raced by. I thought this was going to be like 3 hours, at least 2. It was still going to be a good stream, don't go anywhere. It's just like, it's more off the cuff now. How are you? Was the N64 version of I already forget the name of that game better? Tell you this, Samantha, Tino was playing a game a bit rough around the edges, but the stream sure wasn't. Always a lovely time over at Tino's stream. If you're not yet following, go follow him. Twitch.tv/badweed, B-A-D-W-I-I-D, and check him out next time he's live and you're looking for entertainment. What's up, Tino? How's it going? Diamond, welcome in. How are you, friendos? You have time for the Jeff Goldblumel? You have time for the Wikipedia trivia thing? Don't know enough Mario games to pull this through? I totally thought it would be Luigi's Mansion 3, but then I thought puzzle was impossible for it. Anyway, it's Luigi's Mansion 3 from 2019, available here. This stuff on Made came out good. Let's talk schedule, and then get to Tears of the Kingdom, so I can start the main story at last. The schedule's real easy to tell you. There's no more streams this week after today. There's no streams this weekend. There's no streams next week. There's no streams the weekend following next week, because tomorrow I'm catching a flight to Maine, and then Saturday I'm driving out to an Airbnb in the middle of nowhere, Maine, to have a vacation with my family I'm very much looking forward to. Supposedly we'll have internet connection, so I'll check in now and then on Discord, post some pictures of the dog running around or something, tell you what funny shit my niece is doing, maybe share a little bit of game news if I find time to read some the way I do. But also to keep the schedule updated, because I usually post a schedule Monday or Tuesday, do my best to keep it updated if things have to change or whatever. So you can find that in Discord or rxhydra.tv. This time around, I believe I'll be back on Tuesday the 25th. I will post that info in case you want to check it for a reminder, but that's far enough off. I couldn't possibly plan that far ahead, so let's call that tentative. All right? So it's good I'll have an internet connection, because the other thing I'll be doing is adjusting that if I need to. So, no streams this weekend, no streams all of next week. After tonight, I expect to be back with Baldur's Gate 3, playing with Skullboy and Await the Ape, I believe, on Tuesday the 25th. And you can find the schedule if you need a reminder of that or to see if plans change in Discord or at rxhydro.tv. I said it was simpler. I think that was just as long or even longer than the schedule usually takes me. Great? Good. Armorines N64, surprisingly nicer environments, more little details and textures with a trade-off of it running at 5 FPS. It doesn't sound like an N64 version of a game. I'm used to there being, like, muddier textures, worse audio, and running at... Well, the FPS goes back and forth. Sometimes it's way worse. Sometimes I feel it was a little bit smoother. But there are smooth PS1 games. I think I was just harsh on the PS1 and have a bad memory of it because I was a console warrior then. In every other way, I do, even as a console warrior back then, in my heart of hearts, N64 texturing usually looked worse to me. Well, that sounds like it was a different experience. I'm glad you got to see it both ways. Way easier as there's less enemies. I think that during gameplay testing, they probably found at 5 FPS they had to make it easier. Holy shit, I remember Armorines. Damn, that brought me back. Tino, with many of his streams each week, is playing through the Retro Roundup, a project of his where he plays through games he is interested in or are notable in the history and development of gaming. Each year, one at a time, in double speed. So every real year, he goes through 2 years. And he is closing in on, well, I guess we're halfway through. I'm just confused because he's prepping for the next one. 1999. So if you want to see some 90s games, you have just a little bit longer to go follow him. And at some point, he's got at least one more stream where he's going to talk about, take suggestions, and so on to his list for 2000 he's working on. Glad you looked at both. Think the N64 version is better. Let us go over to my Switch, where I have been playing more Splatoon. I have so many hours in this now. I have ground out so much, but none of it's really new. I'm still playing with this build where everything happens automatically. And just fucking does a lot. So let's leave that behind. And shut the music off that's playing over that. and get to Zelda. And get the app ready. My save says Hyrule Castle because I have at long last gone to the floating, glowing with evil castle shown to me in the opening video. Pretty clearly seemed like the end of the game because I read the quest telling me I should go there and hear from Zelda, and it really sounds like this is the start of the main quest. I mean, the main quest includes these sages, and I've done them, so I guess I've been doing... I think I came here quite late, is the point. Great time to do it here, 3 years into the game. Feeling good about it. Still want to do cool side quests? Yes, you still have free reign to, as best you can without spoiling anything, like, have you done the quest where you get to build an F1 car and race it through a volcano? Without giving away something in that way. Ask me if I've done this or that quest. Tell me I should go do a shrine at these coordinates or by this name if you want to. It's a bit hard because, like, who remembers the names of them? You might have to Google them. If you do, coordinates are the easiest way to find them, but I can also Google them and find a picture of a map or something. Yeah, whatever. If you can figure out a way to tell me, I'm open to hearing about stuff so I don't miss good shit. You did get a quest that already mentioned something in Hyrule Castle just while you're here. Yeah, we came here in part because of the quest about finding a new tunic. Because that also made it sound like this can't be the end of the game, or why would I care about getting a new tunic? I'd have nowhere to wear it. If you mean that one, I'm on it. Did you find all 3,000 Deku Nuts, or however many there are? I did. I found every last one. No. 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 You got a golden shit for that last time. I'm not spending my hard-earned time on that kind of stuff now. What am I doing? Will the music calm down? Actually, the music can pick up. Samantha, I got a text from my landlord's son today telling me that my landlord, who lives below me, will be in Greece until October. So, we can do loud streams. We can do real loud streams for a while. I don't need to worry about it. You know? So let's get into this main quest! At long last! Let's start it! The bits are the same. They're certainly not funnier. They're just louder now. Party at Hydro House. Okay, I went down into B2. I'm not sure that's right, but it looked easier than trying to go back through those 3 black moblins hanging out together. What's that sitting on there? Or is that just like dust or something? That's a cobweb. Hmm?
The castle's library, now covered in dust. At first glance, I found this worrying, but I believe nearly all the books can be salvaged with some effort. Though Father never cared much for books, he would often visit this place. I wonder why.
It's a really nice golden nut shit. The other big cool side quest I remember but don't think you did starts in the Great Plateau. Okay. Let me do some of this and maybe we'll go find that today. If I forget, feel free to remind me, you know, in like, say, 2 hours if I haven't mentioned it. Let's talk about the Great Plateau later, say something like that. Thanks for the heads up. The fuck is a Deku Nut? I think a Deku Seed or whatever they're called that Koroks gave you is what we're talking about. Coliseum in the depths that is flowing, and that's all I got. Barry, me, and Wendy have thoughts about your OW, about Overwatch. About my OW. What's going on? What are we talking about? Yeah, party! Technically, you could get 2 golden shits this time. Oh, right, I generally have live a very quiet existence regardless. Were those doors over here? I just sort of jumped in here, and I feel like I came backwards the way I landed by that shrine. So I don't really know what way is forwards. It sure looks like it slides. There we are. There's one on the other side, too. Knight's Claymore. Sure. Okay, don't care. Outer Wilds. Think Barry didn't quite make it to the ending? Oh, you know, reading that, I was like, I'm not totally sure Barry did either, but I forget what you can do at what I remember the ending being. That's enough. I don't need to say any more than that. So I was like, maybe Barry did something I didn't realize you could or just didn't think to, and that's why I remember it a bit differently. Also, Barry already said perfect game. Let's not tell Barry that she didn't beat it. Let's let her just think perfect game. That's what. You have no thoughts? That's a lie? Oh, Barry's here. I know, because I said hello earlier. How's it going, Barry? You didn't hear that, did you? Smith, everyone go play Outer Wilds. That's the game we're talking about. It's a gigantic puzzle game where you fly a spaceship around multiple planets. It's cartoony, but it has elements of realism. It's beautiful. It can be surprising and frightening. I think it surprises almost everyone who plays it. I think it's one of the best games of all time. Certainly one of my favorites. If that sounds interesting, don't look any more up. Just play it and be surprised. If that sounds like, I don't know, maybe it's not for me. Watch a trailer or maybe a review. Hopefully reviewers are careful not to give away too much. And then, when you're interested, play it. If you're still not interested, go keep watching, you know, non-spoilery shit about it until you are, and then play it. All of these options are going to end with play it. Hey, you don't see me yet? There we go. What am I carrying anyway for, like, gear? You're about to break. Let's wrap you up. Beautiful use of that. Is there anything I want to make? Yeah, I probably should make something at some point, but let's use up a few more of these broken weapons before I worry about it. Steel Lizalbo. That's quite a strong one. I bet I don't have a picture of that. Hey Valhub, how are you? Welcome in everyone. Happy Thursday. How's your day going? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for lurking if you're lurking. One of the few games that people think is so good, literally nobody spoils it. Outer Wilds is a game that I feel like I want to play, but that would be absolutely infuriated actually playing. It can be a bit of a challenge, particularly getting around the map is challenging for some people. If that's the case, I don't have any guide to how to enjoy the experience more. So, I am not so Outer Wilds pilled as to say everyone will enjoy it. But I fucking love it. And so with some hyperbole, but not much, I'm gonna say everyone go play it. I think I've downloaded Outer Wilds on PS Plus, but Democracy is calling me. What is a plant? Is beans seeds? Is nuts seeds? Beans are seeds, right? Nuts are seeds. Is this just like out? It's just out. That doesn't go that far down. But I could take it higher up. I can swim with waterfalls. I'm pretty cool like that. I'm like a salmon that really wants to breed. This is why I ultimately just watched a blind playthrough of it. I believe I have my complete VODs for it if anyone wants to see me play it after you play it yourself. Or if you truly, absolutely have watched all of the non-spoilery content and you still aren't going to play it. Should be in 4 VODs. 3 for the base game, then 1 when the DLC came out. It's all there. Royal Guard boots. Royal Shield. Royal Broadsword. I suppose there's no accounting for Philistines who have the wrong opinion. I've been everywhere in here, right? Are there any doorways up top here? There's just a little bit of loot. I know way further on. Even though I could just ascend at any point, so why does there need to be a way further on from here? Unsure. I guess it would still be bad game design to just have a bunch of, like, dead ends in places. Especially if during playtesting they found people regularly forgot about Ascend. Alright, Tino, if I go find this true ending and I think it makes the game not as good, I'll forever blame you. And I think it's pretty damn close to a perfect story right now. This better make the story better. You know what's really interesting is I believe the part you're missing actually gives a lot of meaning to the DLC. I still meant what I said, considering I said it believing you had actually beaten the game, you liar. But it's just kind of funny thinking back on all the words I typed about the DLC's place in Outer Wilds. That the ultimate part of the base game, it still would have made sense, but is really what gives the DLC sort of some meaning. Let's ascend through here and see where I end up. That's fascinating. Easy question. Like a salmon. Like a salmon swimming up through solid rock. Shouting sex! Because it's Loud Bits Day. I'll go watch you play through without playing first, mwahaha. The only person you're ruining the experience for is yourself. But thanks for choosing my VODs. It's not, I have the VODs, even though they're pre-me saving VODs, because, well, I wanted not to think about making notes during it, but make highlights eventually.
DID somebody say Loud Bits Days.
Apparently my TTS didn't. But you're goddamn right I did. Badadar, thank you so much for the 100 Twitch bits. I appreciate it immensely. Thank you, thank you. Are you Yiga? Are you nothing? Are you pollen? Am I having allergic hallucinations? Oh! Okay. Yep, I didn't do quite as much to you. But it's still pretty good. Don't. Oh, shit. You just smacked your friend's backpack? Is that what happened? Or was there one of the choo-choos on the ground? Choo-choo jellies on the ground from me, killing someone. I'm gonna turn my speakers down a little. Let me know if it's feeding back through my mic at any point. Okay, that's main quest started. It wasn't Zelda. Okay. What? Now we can begin understanding the story. I think I already knew that was possible from all of the Yiga clan memories, plus that memories, all the Yiga clan, plus the memory of, but let's not belittle it. We're on the main story now. Yeah. Redeem Panthers, I have not taken the time to fix that yet. Haven't checked out NDI. Thank you again. Heather, I think it was? So sorry if I have the wrong person. Let me know if it was you, and I'm not giving you proper credit for telling me about NDI so I can check that out. It wasn't Zelda on the first quest they tell you to do? I am shocked. How could this be? I just don't understand. Zelda's dragons and bokoblins? She's got those animals in her. Goddamn. Goddamn, goddamn, goddamn. Okay, but also question, is everyone sure the other ending is not only obtainable if you have DLC, which remember I do not? I'm certain Tino will remember what is possible with DLC and what isn't. Also, given the structure of the DLC, I don't believe it could be affecting the kind of thing you're worried about. So I'm 100% confident Tino's right when he says there's something to do. Listen, she knows that if she looks back over her shoulder at us, we'll do anything. Like fight all the bokoblins she turns into. Smart, wise, good. Get me back up there. Please. Ugh. That tower isn't open from the inside. I want to know if there's anything in it. Because there's something in it. Probably not anything I care about, but I like to know. See, it's something I don't want. Is it something I want? I don't know. I guess there's no reason not to have the Falcon Bow instead. What's X? Top. Got it. Samantha. I got fucking 10 movies beside me. So while I climb this, can you tell me... If you imagine Tim Robbins from the Hudsucker proxy holding that, was it a napkin or just a crumpled sheet of paper he has his idea on, out and going, you know, for kids. But instead of being a circle, it says, body horror brain switching. What movie is he pitching? Over your dead body? Nope. Can I just melee this one? Face Off? I'm talking about him saying, you know, but for kids. For kids, not Face Off. John Woo, not known for his kids' movies. I don't believe. Freaky Friday Returns. Nope. It's animated. It's about animals. Hydro ignoring Caroline again? Hello, Hydro. How's the salmon sex? We're working real hard for it, and let me tell you. None yet, just bokoblins. So, thus far it feels not worth, but I haven't actually had the sex, so maybe it'll get... Oh, wait, I already know Zelda's a dragon. Wait, but they're not in love in this. Who am I doing this to have sex with? You? Hoppers is exactly right. We were looking for the answer. Hoppers. Well done, team. Good job, Tino, on the final guess there. Anyone else have that? Sorry if I missed you. Hoppers was the answer. Wow, all of that was beyond my frame of reference, so I'm gonna say Halloween Town. We don't kink shame here. Hoppers is so good. I liked it quite a bit. Yeah. It's really strange and inventive. The animation is fucking incredible, especially expressions. It always is with Pixar, but some stand above the others. It has some of the stylization to it that like Turning Red does that isn't in all their movies. And it's a matter of taste, but I quite like it. I really enjoyed this. The story is fucking really weird and wild, but it's got a lot of good callback jokes to its own, you know, mechanics and things they set up, and then some really creepy horror stuff in parts of it. Still good for kids, but some of it's real creepy. Anyway. That was my train of thought. Hamster Beaver Hopper. And Angela Collier's takedown of it is. Never heard of it. How is it? It's really good. It's really good. It's about tech to hop into an animal's body and speak with animals. Alright, what's next? Super famous for its oneer. Though you could get into debates about how the oneer was done. A movie incredibly famous for its oneer. A oneer being a shot without cuts. Old Boy? Not Old Boy? I've never seen Old Boy. Probably should at some point. I know it's vicious and upsetting and graphic. But going in, knowing that, I think it'd be okay, and I'm interested, because it's obviously famous and widely beloved. 1917? 1917 is right. 2 for 2. Oh no, sorry, it's Brutalitops. You just have a similar color to Tino, and I mistook for a sec. Well done, Brutalitops. 1917. I've not seen 1917, can't tell you anything about it, other than what I just said there. Children of Men? I still haven't watched that. Want to watch that as well. Also a good one if I remember. Maybe we'll fuck Hydrated Ganon? I mean, who am I kidding? We'll definitely fuck Hydrated Ganon. That's someone worth swimming up the fucking river for. Where am I going? Wait, the throne room is where the t-shirt is. But, what else can I say to distract people from Rehydrated Ganon? Where's the quest? I need something to say. Yeah. You didn't find Princess Zelda on the Sky Island where you awoke. When you touched the light in the Temple of Time, you felt her presence, however faintly, as a voice rang out in your mind. Link, you must find me. Where's Princess Zelda? Was there anything more she was trying to tell you? So I picked this up on the... But I have found her. That's not what we're working on. That's a different confusion about a most basic element of the game. We're working on this confusion about a most basic element of the game. Battle Talus. Down here? Yeah, throne room. That's where it started, not where it is. So that doesn't help me. Anyway, I'm looking for the throne room around here for that champion's tunic. And if that's not marked, I might as well track the other one. Because hopefully that leads me towards actually finding Zelda. Where am I on this thing right now? Oh, that's weird. I thought I was over here for some reason and I was confused about my compass direction. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. It's all gloomy and I hate it, but I get it. This is a climbing challenge. Hang on. There we go. You can climb some insane shit as long as your leap, your climbing, you know, sort of jump passes that edge. Rehydrated Ganon, just add water. Yes, water. It takes place in 1918. They just... Did test audiences respond more to the idea of it being titled 1917? Why'd they do that bit wrong? Interesting. Haven't seen it yet either. Looks intense, though. Can I go right to the top and jump off this? Oh, yeah! In fact, it happens automatically. Link just keeps on climbing. Alright. What's a movie famous for having multiple endings? I think it's one of the movies. People say this about a handful of things, and I don't think it's true about most of them, but I think it's true about this one. It's sent to theaters with different endings in different places. Clue? Yep, it's Clue. Does anyone know if that's actually true? Is Clue a movie that sent different cuts to different endings? They didn't have all the, but what actually happened, that they do on the home releases now, right? That is true. That's cool. Why not fuck with audiences? Why not? I want to go to the top now. Didn't mean to do that. That's what I heard. also Old Boy. Some theaters had multiple versions that played different endings depending on the day. Wow. I hadn't heard that. That's pretty serious. That's cool, yeah. Like I say, if you've never seen Clue and you worry, wait, but then am I missing out on the experience? I mean, you won't get the experience of being like, can you believe this person did it? And your friend going, what? No, this, what are you, did you fall asleep? But I believe in all the home releases now, they have all the endings played back to back at the end. And one of them is considered canon, but it doesn't fucking matter because there's no Clue 2, and it's just they had to put one last, and so they put a little, but what actually happened, you know. It's just 2. It's not symmetrical. Who are the most famous cartoon characters of all time? Whoa. Memory. Shut up.
The bell tower. My memories of it are filled with a terrible sense of helplessness.
I'm gonna turn her up because it's loud bits.
It reminded me that my training was incomplete. And the last time I heard it ring out, it was warning us of the calamity's arrival.
I'm exaggerating, but that wasn't pleasant. God, I wish this wasn't Loud Bits Day. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is more famous than the one I'm looking for. So good guess, but it's not Mickey Mouse. It's just also gonna come up if I say that. So good guess Mickey Mouse, folks, but not Mickey Mouse. Durability up. You're better than something I'm carrying, right? Like this shitty Royal Halberd. Because you also have durability up and more starting damage. Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny is who we're looking for. When you think of Bugs Bunny, what do you think of? What does Bugs Bunny bring to mind? Space Jam. Wabbits. Wabbits is... Wabbits, I mean, it's a different character, but... Yeah, the spoken word is what we're on. Catchphrases, memorable things. Marvin the Martian. Marvin the Martian was my favorite. I had a floor mat. My brother and I sat in the backseat, of course, most of the time, in my parents' car, and we had like, I don't know, I don't think anyone ever assigned them to us, but we always sat on the same sides as kids, going anywhere together. And mine, a little footwell, little, what's it called? Floor mat of Marvin the Martian on my side. I also had a 5-foot cutout of Marvin the Martian standing in my room for a while. Albuquerque, not Albuquerque. Elmer Fudd, that's who says Wabbits, but we're looking for something you associate with Bugs Bunny. A catchphrase, really. Coyote vs. Acme, I hope that's good. It's not out on disc yet. What's up, Doc? Yes, the answer is the Barbara Streisand and Brian O'Neill comedy, What's Up, Doc? From 1970-something. Well done. Well done. What's up, Zitor? Good to see you. How are you? Hope you're all doing good. I'm doing well. Hope you're having a good one. All right, so we got everything up there. Let's drop down to the throne room now.
Though this throne sits vacant, the space it occupies still speaks volumes. For instance, while the sculpture behind the throne is especially sturdy and serves as a hiding place in an emergency, no one that occupied that seat has ever chosen to use it.
Well, things look real shit now, so maybe they should have. Too proud to survive. Fucking idiot royals. The app broke palms. I'm uninstalling this. She said behind it, right? We might be fine, actually. I can't move any of this. I'm not sure she said behind it. It may not have ruined anything because I didn't listen and forgot. Those are just a repeating pattern. I truly can't remember Zelda's Lullaby, is that what it's called right now? But I'm pretty sure it's not the same note twice at any point. It would be neat if that was a reference to, you know, like the Ocarina of Time Zelda's Lullaby or whatever it's called. That song. The one you use to rebuild signs. Everyone knows about that, right? The one that makes signs put themselves back together. Let's see. That's way out by the wall. Yeah, the windows are right behind it, so... And it even probably hangs out further. Can I ascend to some space behind it, but still indoors? Some hidden storage? Not like that. This would be almost perfect positioning if there was a room right behind it. Not like that, though. What's with all the ghosts? All the ghosts. Which ghosts are you talking about? Classic. Just like when Samantha breaks palms, it does no good. The director of this. I think this is John Woo. Yes. Yes, it is. John Woo. Chow Yun Fat. Go. Classic. Classic. Cemented both their reputations, as far as I know. Royal Guard's sword. Crouching Tiger? Nope. Hard-boiled? Not hard-boiled. This movie has sequels. Numbered sequels. I think sequels plural is correct. I think there's 2 others. Does it have doves in slow motion and dual guns? I said John Woo directed it, didn't I? I've not watched it. I can't tell you for sure. Don't think I've seen any scenes from it. Oh, what's my quest actually say? I'm running around not thinking. Wrong menu. Hidden in the throne room of Hyrule Castle, she wrote, "The torches are the key." There we are. Knew I saved you for a reason. I was actually thinking that just before I decided to just read the quest, and now no one's gonna believe me. But I've made peace with that. The raid? Nope. Ip Man? Nope. If you had a really rough time, actually, I think it's more often said if you're having like a bad year, you know? You're looking forward to, you're hoping for something different in some way. A saying you hear in English sometimes around that would be, you want there will be a, you're hoping for a, the title starts with A, death. Now, it's not death. Champion's Leathers. This garment, worn by those in good standing with Hyrule royalty, has been reworked with the latest improvements, such as a new shoulder guard. Those in good standing with the Hyrule royalty. Oh. Patronage horse shit. I'm gonna wear it though, because it looks kind of neat. I do like the shoulder pad. Pop on the Royal Guard boots. Ooh, these white boots are not gonna last long in the gloom, but we'll wear them for now. Don't really fit either. A fucking break, 1 free murder, change in weather. Change, not really, they're not quite synonyms. You are hoping for a change, of course you are, things aren't going well. What are words we use to refer to the future generally? Even though this word is specific, if you look up its definition. Something you might say is another day. Huh? This word refers to a specific time. If you look up the definition, I'm pretty sure Most or all of the definitions you get will be about a specific time, but it is quite often used in English to refer to a more general period. A better tomorrow is correct. The answer is a better tomorrow. I've got no idea where it came in John Woo and Chow Yun-Fat's careers, respectively, but they call it groundbreaking. I guess they said groundbreaking, and I was like, yeah, that established them. I can probably say that. A better tomorrow is a specific time? No, tomorrow is. Tomorrow is. Tomorrow, if you look it up, it'll be like, well, that's the day after today. But very often it's used in phrases to mean the future. Often the near future, but sometimes all the future. You know? When they call Superman Man of Tomorrow, they don't mean like, well, he's not here yet, but he's on his way, so... You know, he's flying through space, but it'll take him just a little longer even at his speed. Tomorrow just means the future. In A Better Tomorrow, how do we reach this point in the main quest? So Zelda's not in the throne room. Where's Zelda? Where's that marker? Above me? Outside? Inside? I'm caught in the walls. I'm so eager to find her. So that I can move on from this portion of the quest and have sex with hydrated Ganon. It was the first time that they worked together. Is tomorrow a time or a date? Oh, it can't be a date. At any given point, it refers to a date. But tomorrow itself, as a definition, as a concept, can't refer to a date because it keeps changing. I don't know, that's semantics. I'm not going to prescribe anything around that. Sure, say it's a date if you like. Still think Hard Boiled was better? Sorry, it's the only one I got right now. Is A Better Tomorrow. I think Hard Boiled is still on my, requests. I've never seen either. Wonder which John Woo movies I've seen. The only one I can think of right now is I've seen... What is that? B3. I'm going down to B3? Why are these bits yellow? Reminds me there was a neat trailer that showed off how Donnie Yen consulted and did mocap for Phantom Blade Zero. I was just trying to remember what John Woo movies I've seen, and the only one off the top of my head I'm sure I have is Mission Impossible 2. Been a long time. I saw it shortly after it came out. I wouldn't recommend it. So does that just mean main door? Why are there some over here? What's one of the most mediocre movies to come out in the last decade, probably? Tons of people heard about it. It didn't just go quietly away. Tons of people heard about its failure. Its objective financial failure. I think people were bored by it. I don't remember if a lot of people hated it. Avatar, not Avatar. Morbius, not Morbius. I thought Morbius was supposed to be like bad, but I've not seen it. This, I think, is supposed to be, there are lots of people saying it's bad, but it was well below the average for what it's a part of. Madam Web, Gladiator 2, Hard Home, Star Wars, none of these. We are looking for a big franchise movie that wildly underperformed. How did I get over to this side? Not paying any attention. Eternals? It's Eternals. Eternals is the answer. Well done, Samantha. Valerian and the City of 1,000 Whatevers. I said it was a movie people heard about and remembered. Toem. Otherwise, good guess. Any Marvel movie after Endgame? You know, I liked Fantastic Four alright, and I really enjoyed Thunderbolts, but I have not watched Infinity War or Endgame yet. I've taken a little break because I was worried about moving through the second half of phase 3 when all the big shit happens. When I was about to go on vacation, so I've been watching other shit. So maybe I would feel worse about Thunderbolts if I was, like most audience members, coming off the heels of what I think are considered the best movies in it. Though there was some time, too. Weren't your expectations brought down by Phase 4 so that you could enjoy Phase 5? I don't know how other people felt about it. Anyway, I like Thunderbolts. This is Zelda's room, right?
My study. I found a silent princess in a corner of this desolate room. How many years or decades has it patiently waited for the right conditions that it might finally emerge? To think, I once believed the silent princess was doomed to extinction. You're stronger than anyone.
Oh, hey, this was in Breath of the Wild. I do vaguely remember that. You liked Eternals? You think people needed to chill on it? As I say, I did hear people saying, hey, it's fucking bad, but I think part of that was disappointment, because I heard a lot of people saying, I was disappointed, because it's fine. So I'm not expecting a bad experience. And I'll keep an open mind. But I haven't heard a lot of people who really enjoyed themselves, so we'll see what happens. This prototype Sheikah-made bow is designed to fight the Great Calamity. Made with ancient technology, it boasts a high rate of fire and firepower, but it has low durability. I do use bows pretty regularly, and I'm not short on them. I can afford to take something powerful with low durability. Let's take it instead of, I have no idea, I'm tired of reading these menus. Alright, give me that. Thank you. A one-hand or a two-hand sword, the Royal Guard sword. Fascinating. So was that just for here and then the tower leading there? Why do these doors, there's lots of other doors, why do these doors get yellow brackets?
My room. I spent far less time here than I did in my study. That fact may have surprised my attendants, as I often closed the bed curtains to hide the fact I had once again slipped away to continue my research.
Did Link mark his map with those at some point? Was he like, we'll search the throne room, I'll mark the door for that with highlighter. Search her bedroom and her study. She's a dragon, she doesn't need bodyguarding right now, you're coming off like a stalker. She's definitely not interested, we know that from Breath of the Wild. Why are those doors yellow? Why can't this girl organize her notes? Another Sheikah bow? I'm good. Anything else in here? Is there something I should be interacting with, or is this just neat to see? Huh. Okay. Interesting. May have been just easily entertained. Nothing wrong with that. Possibly, but nothing wrong with that. Oil on the drawstring, what would improve a bow's rate of fire? Ask a Legolas. Maybe it's all about the material science of the thing. Maybe they have some kind of ancient material, the secrets of which are lost, and Sheikah still have some left, that deforms easily, but springs back to shape with more strength than it takes to deform, so you can make a bow fire harder than you pull back or something. I'm really reaching, I've got no idea. Alright, let's go to the actual quest spot and find her so I can get away from this constantly rising music. Even though it's Loud Bits Day, it's a loud bit much. Oh! Oh, she's moving around. She wasn't here before. Hi. Neither were you. Do I need a picture of a Black Knox? Nope, and my album's full anyway. Alright, you guys, go away. Go away. And go away. Terrible shot. Someone got him. Yeah, I'm comfortable with this weapon. I think it's enough for a Black Knox. Yeah, it's good. You got an armored leg on you, guy. Oh, I thought you were going to stand more upright as you came back to the side. Why aren't your bits louder? Actually, everything running through my PC has a limiter on it. And I'd take it off for the joke, but the one thing more important to me than a bit is not having to rebuild the tech setup of my audio. I'll move the camera sometimes. I'll move the sources in OBS all over the fucking place. The audio right now works. You don't understand how much that is until you set up a stream. The audio right now works. I've said it many times. When I started streaming, I had done some video and I'd done some, you know, photography and the physics and optics, literally the physics of optics. I thought that that would mean setting up a camera in a way that made me happy would be real hard. Audio is so much fucking worse. Get down! I don't remember how to fight these. Surely you can set them on fire. They dry as hell. Pretty good. Come to think of it, I built that, sword and I don't find enough use for it. Come on. Mario's fucking fireballs go uphill. Come on. Am I out of flame? What just... There we go. How does Mario do that shit? Speaking of Mario, what's the next movie you have to guess? Mario movie? Are you telling me the title or the category? Because one of those is right, but one of those is wrong. Think carefully. Mario Galaxy movie is right. I mean, technically the Super Mario Galaxy movie is, but I'm not popular when I make you guys get it word perfect, so let's all pretend like we're fine with that. Yeah, the Mario Galaxy movie is right. I'm not deleting that because I think there's like a joke it might be good for. I need to explain myself to you. I remember there was some picture that I thought was funny I wanted to keep. Do I remember it now? I think I've gone to all these places and I can go back there if I need to. Will I recognize it? Will it still be funny to me when I see the one I was going to save? Or has my sense of humor changed and it's long gone? Keep that one. Are we good? Delete. There we are. It's not even something you need to take a picture of. It's a Gibdo wing. A wing that catches the light. Arrows and thrown weapons fly farther with this item attached. Cook it with a critter to make an elixir. Do I have a picture of a Gibdo? Where are their wings attached? Aren't Gibdos the people of Hyrule mummified? Or, I don't know, Gerudo mummified? Humanoids mummified. Did they bury them with a Red Bull? Why is there such a thing as a Gibdo wing? I don't see a Gibdo anywhere in here. Maybe I'm missing it, but it feels like maybe I didn't take a picture of one, and I should have. Oh, wait! Should have anyway, because it's a shit picture. You don't need to, but you should. Oh, my Sheikah Slate camera is out of memory, but I also trust it to teleport me and all my cells to another location, so... Gibdos are terrifying. How good is it? I still have to watch it. The Mario Galaxy movie? I've never seen it. But I'll tell you this, I disliked the Mario movie. I think the first 40 minutes are kind of fun. It's all expected. There's a few bad jokes. There's a bunch of fine ones. There's a couple that are good. The look, I think, is great. And then they're like, we need to cram as many references to Mario and friends in here as possible. We need to have Zelda take him through Peach take him through a training course specifically to explain power-ups to him, and I was out. The rest of it, there are scattered moments I like, largely the visuals. So I'm not expecting to like this, but I want to see it. They bury them with a Red Bull. It's Hunter's casual jokes that make me laugh. Glad you enjoyed that. Monster that appeared along with a sand shroud, though slow to move, they can fight without faltering to physical attacks thanks to their tough outer skin. On the other hand, they are vulnerable to fire and lightning, which can turn them white and brittle. No mention! Recoverable materials. Wait, it doesn't say wing. Was that a special kind of Gibdo? And I didn't take a picture of it? There is a space right after it. Does Chris Pratt make a good Mario? Fine. I got used to the voices that I thought would bother me pretty fast. I got nothing wrong with his performance. He seems like he sucks. But I got nothing wrong with his performance. Most of them were fine. Even Jack Black, he was fine. No problems with his performance, but rarely was I like, I'm so glad they got Jack Black to do this, and I like Jack Black. But I think that it's Anya Taylor-Joy doing Peach, right? A bit better. I thought she was good. And Charlie Day as Luigi, I think, is actually really good. It's very different than I've always imagined Luigi, and I think like they've characterized him with just his little animations and so on here and there. But I quite like the Luigi of the Super Mario movie. Do you remember where Gibdos appeared? I'm gonna guess somewhere... hazy? A hookah bar, maybe? I think the desert, Gerudo Desert. Mario 2 is better than 1 in my opinion, but opinions are as common as copper. Well, then I will hold out some hope and stay open-minded. Hopefully I enjoyed it a bit more. Seems like I'm being led forward on this route. I don't want to fight any of these though, so I'm just going to try and run through them. Same with all these. How much further am I going? Wait, what? Turned the wrong way. Haven't seen either yet, but heard people are very divided on the voices. I think there were probably way better choices, even among stunt casting. If you don't like stunt casting, I think there are better voices. Certainly among people who are primarily voice actors. But I did not have any problems with the voices. And as I say, I really liked 2 of them. And the rest, you know, they're good. When I say fine, I don't mean like, I accept this. I got used to them and enjoyed. Apparently Seth Rogen was a poor choice for DK. Actually, DK is, again, a very different characterization than I had ever imagined, and that I feel they had ever sort of presented in a Donkey Kong game I've played. and he's just sounds like Seth Rogen for the most part, but I actually did quite enjoy Donkey Kong. I think it's fine. I totally get why someone would be annoyed by it or dislike it. I'm fine with Donkey Kong. But that one, I understand more if a lot of people have had problems with it. I haven't read up on that, but I'm not surprised. There's another yellow thing. Is this because this is so vertical they felt they had to mark them so you could tell where to go in? Or having missed Zelda in the places I expected to find her, are we adding any door we find in our quest to stalk her? Oh, it's her room. I didn't realize we made it back around because that bridge already broke. It broke a second time? Tino, you're free to hate this game not for being tedious, but for being an MMO, where when things happen, they get undone as soon as you walk away and can be done again over and over. The fuck was that noise? That is the sound Horiblins make when they are stressed and hurt. We're gonna have to make some new weapons soon. I think having them talk at all beyond "Mamma mia, it's a me" is a big mistake. Let's make some weapons. Stop peeping. Let's make a couple good weapons. So, Claymore's big and slow. Is this actually, where is it? Where's the royal? Are you a one-handed weapon? Sick. All right, I'm going to try and remember the controls. There it is. Fusion attack power. I'm going to pop. So I could make something elemental and very strong with these. Maybe that's a good idea. I don't really know. Silver Horiblin Horn. Gleeok Flame Horn. Zelda's notes! Apparently she's the kind of person who laminates everything. Also, I picked back up the thing I was meant to leaving on the ground. All right, hold this, hold this, hold this, hold this. Drop them all gently. Thank you. Let's attach the Horiblin Horn to this. Sick. Didn't make it shorter. Love that. Let's take the 314 claymores and make them each an element. I feel cheated, but I'm the kind of person that started this plan, so I'm going to finish it because I'll feel weird if I just have one element of them. But I'm not happy about what's going on here. Does it still swing like a two-hander? Oh, but there's a big arc of lightning? Never mind, this is fun. Let's make a diamond blade weapon for the fuck of it. Shorter than it was, but still. What? I'll take it, that's fine. And one more just generally good weapon. Materials, let's do... How do these work on the end of a spear? Don't make any shorter or anything? Do make it look like it wouldn't stab very effectively? Won't make an actual difference in the game? Lovely. I'll take it. Good. Okay. We're armed again. You tried to read Zelda's notes and the burned paper falls apart in your hands. Pretty sure I know what the true ending is to Outer Wilds, and if it's what I think it is, no, it's not better. I'm gonna have to go back through my VODs or a description of the game and figure out exactly where you had stopped before. Because I think I'm a little bit unclear on that. It's hard for me to know what you're comparing. Is she down in the middle of the area here, or is she... She's not above me. Where is she? Is she all the way down in some basement? What kind of chase am I going on here? Yeah, she must be below me, otherwise she should be right here. Let's get out of here before that guy aggroes. He's at the snow globe ending. Did Tino think you should go back to find out it all just took place in a snow globe ending and it was the sled? It's also good I've not finished your VOD that I just started. Wild goose. That's doorway, right? That'll work. There she is. All right, so these take a little bit of time. Could we just... I know it's not her. What? Wait, move out of the way, Riju, or whatever your name is. I forget which one that is. Okay. Even if she doesn't disappear, Quest, I know that's not Zelda now. Can we go? Fuck. Somehow I didn't see you at all. I didn't listen carefully for the sound of peace. Can I hit you with a spear without being in trouble? If I'm fast, I can catch you with the outer edge of the spear. Tested it, and then I didn't move out of the way the actual time I needed to. However, I'm going to get the most efficient meal I've ever eaten right now. Small satisfactions. Don't know how that didn't hit me. I expected it to. I just committed to mine because I thought the last hit of my combo would knock him off balance. Weird. Have I been in this room? What is this room? Doesn't seem like it's anything interesting. Seemed like checking was a good idea, just for the fuck of it. Actually, if I ascend, I already know there are enemies there. But if I don't ascend, I have to climb. Let's use ascend out here where I think it'll be safe and save me just a little bit of climbing. Thought it would be. Come on, Zelda, I just want to know where Rehydrated Ganon is. Give him up. I know you work for him, you're not even Zelda. I've met Zelda, she's a dragon, don't ask. Give up the Rehydrated Ganon. Like, you get it, right? You've seen him, you get it. She gonna be right up top of this ledge? No, that's down here with me, that marker. So she's somewhere down below here. Or not? Maybe this isn't really the start of the main story. I still think they expected me to come here earlier. Maybe it would have been good, especially for my understanding if I'd come here earlier. But also, this is a fucking long gauntlet of enemies all over if you're not going to run past them. Did they expect people to run past them? Or is this just a lot faster when they're all, like, start of the game enemies, you know? Red bokoblins and stuff. Lightning spitting ones. You may give off a lightning explosion. Good, I have both of them shooting at me now. That's fun. Minoru. Minoru. Minoru down in front. Video.
Link, I am waiting.
Took so long, I thought my controller ran out of batteries.
Waiting for you.
Have to be hydroted. 48 attack. Pretty strong. You got durability up, but I always get more bows than I need anyway. Fuck off, Robo. I'm not even gonna look over and think about that one. Delicious. Oh, don't worry, I'll explain how you screwed the pacing of the game in the credits. You're welcome, Hydro. It's something to look forward to. What? How lovely. How do I hint at this? Samantha, we're looking for a classic black and white movie. Gave rise to a famous quote. And I've seen this before. I'm 85% sure it's the only famous movie quote ever. The only one that is in the movie the way it is quoted. Not slightly different, not in the movie at all. Like all other famous movie quotes, this one I believe is the only one actually in the movie. Casablanca, not Casablanca. Strangelove, not Strangelove, though that does fit the criteria. People are always talking about precious fluids, and they do say that in Strangelove. It is a movie about people who make movies. The events of the movie aren't so much focused on the making of a movie, as I recall. They're more focused on a crime, but... Casablanca, play it again, Sam's not in it. Yeah, he just says, play it, right? He says, if she can hear it, I can hear it, play it. I think he may say, play it again. He never says, play it again, Sam. Chinatown, not Chinatown. Singing in the Rain, nope. Fistful of Dollars, not that. Right now, it doesn't really feel like the start of the game. Right now, it feels like when I was walking down that... Well, that's the throne room, and I've already been there. But now, Anti-Zelda's there. It has that feeling of when I was at the end of that tunnel way down below the other night. I'm gonna go forward, but it feels like I should turn around and go do other quests. Which is how we got to this point to begin with. Just go in, just go in.
At last. I have been waiting for you to arrive. Now, Link, there is something here I want to show you.
If she turns around to find the tunic and is like, it was right here, someone stole it. Finally, a little bit of Triforce iconography.
Hyrule Castle, perfect and glorious. Does it awaken memories? Memories of our time here?
I think all the fighting the monsters you turned into on the way up here, and you're teleporting around, means this isn't really gonna work, and I'm gonna kill whatever you are. You weren't trying to fool me, you were just talking for... No one's rehydrated him! I still will, I swam so hard upriver, but...
Interesting. How is it that you survived my attack?
Determination and stupidity.
It must have been that wretched...
No, it's determination and stupidity. Those are really Link's superpowers, generally.
No matter. You will not live to see another sunrise. Did my puppet entertain you? She made it so easy to mislead you, to keep you occupied. But such an indirect approach is no longer needed. End this hero's life, my dark son.
Is that the same kind of enemy as when you fight like those pools of gloom hands? Is it a Phantom Ganon? I've fought a bunch of these. I'm pretty sure I have them in the compendium. They should have a thing where it doesn't give it that grandiose title if you've already done what I've done, because I've done this. Don't really remember how to fight him. I'm just saying I've done this. Hang on, it'll take me a sec. Oh, there's a bunch actually. Hello. Is that like the game balance? They just give you more of them if you're here much later? Anything on this right now? Yep. Come on, this is a sort of pure light or something. It's gotta be good against you. Seems like it is. I added light to it by putting a little anglerfish horn on it. That's why it's so good. It's not just about the lore, it's my intelligence too, Samantha. Give me credit. It's really good. Send more! This game takes voice commands. They weren't doing gloom damage, interestingly. But I'll eat some of these just so I'm not caught off guard by 2 hits in a row that kill me or something. I don't think 1 could, but 2 certainly could. Gloom along the ground now. Maybe I should have some gloom food now. Early. And you can do an overhead? I thought that was always a horizontal slash after. They reset periodically? Why'd they reset? Some innate sense of fairness? Once they saw they'd taken pretty much the whole floor? Are they changing weapons? It's weird how it keeps changing back to the Master Sword. I did not even see you. I thought there was literally one of them left. Get out of here. Go. Get out of here. I thought there were 2 of them left.
It seems there is more to you than the power Rauru has gifted. But not much more.
We are here!
Did I not get this quest at the start? Did I only get it after the 4 of them?
Those who carry the secret stones.
Just what is this thing?
You do not recognize me. Perhaps there are limits to the knowledge the secret stones impart.
Have I not told them who that is?
You stand before Ganondorf. The foolish actions of your ancestors served only to delay my ascension. Allow me to show you the world that was and will be. again when I have been restored.
Hey, Link hasn't even told them where Zelda is. That's harder to explain. This is important shit.
Rise, my servants. Sweep over Hyrule with the power I have granted. Eliminate this kingdom and her allies. Leave no survivors. You cannot hope to escape your fate. My power will sweep across this land. You need but await the inevitable end.
I've killed dozens of all those enemies he just showed me. Why doesn't he think he convinced me? He basically just showed me a sizzle reel. I'm not sold on the apocalypse. I won't be greenlighting that movie.
Was that the Demon King we were warned about? It all really happened?
Wait, so I have told you about this, and you saw that figure and didn't go, oh my god, it's the Demon King, just on assumption. I think it would have been a fair assumption. You were like, we don't even know who you are?
Oh, this isn't good. If that really was him, we're in real trouble.
Hold on. He must not be at his full strength. Otherwise, why flee instead of finishing us off? We should return to Lookout Landing and decide what to do next. Link, you should come too.
Okay, so I guess that's either the main quest started or the middle of the main quest continued. It's very hard to remember when I've played this game across 3 years. Progress was made. Did that say memory? Was that the last memory? Hey! It's weird they put the 11th memory at the start of the main quest. That's all memories complete. Ah, Riju, with the one brain cell between all the champions. The heart wants what the heart wants, or else it does not care. Can't we just kiss instead? Some gloom bow. We can't identify. There's Demon King's bow, Demon King's bow. I already have a picture of a gloom sword, apparently I have a gloom club, and I took one of the gloom spear. Can't carry any more melee weapons. How many are here? I think these are all good, though they do gloom me up. But I got gloom food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 melee weapons. Bit of an ask. 2. 3. 4. That's probably plenty. Demon King's bow. How good are those again? They're like 40, or have they gone up more? They're up to 50 now. The strength of them changes depending on your, it changes, don't worry about it. What is it based on? How much you've healed the gloom in you or something like that? Were there only 2? I dropped a bunch of shit. Were there only 2 Demon King's bows, or is there a 3rd? God, there's more around here. Okay, that's plenty. Now. Well, at least something will have a complete memory of this stream. Lookout Landing, you say? Lookout Landing, here I come. Did anyone guess the movie? So, the, one of the main characters who commits the crime, this This is the twist of the movie in a sense. In fact, yeah, I think it's just fair to say it's the twist of the movie. But I believe it is a widely known one. The movie's enjoyable even knowing it. But if you don't want to be spoiled on a classic movie... Hang on.
I remember when this place had a blue roof. Daruk would be there, ready to lighten the mood, and Urbosa, standing by, was always ready to lead. Rivali, so confrontational with Link at every opportunity.
I miss Rivali.
The two of them with worry in her eyes. We can never return to that time, but I will forever hold memories like these dear.
Though I more miss Urbosa. So, if you care about a spoiler for a classic movie you might not have seen, give me 30 seconds. I'm afraid this next clue is not for you. I just can't think of one that is for everyone. One of the main characters who commits the crime, they find out it is because she is senile or has dementia or some other memory and perception mental issue. Anyone know yet? Some of those issues are associated with age, which is a big theme factor and important to the plot in the movie. Anyone? Throw grandma from the train? No. Arsenic and old lace? No. Wow, this Demon King has more bows than a Christmas present wrapping convention. I think the famous line is the last line of the movie. It's certainly one of the last. Psycho, not Psycho. Good guess, but no, not Psycho. The title of the movie is a road. All I can think of is you. Someday I hope my streams are considered classic film, even though they'll never be on film. But no, not me.
Though the central square has lain in ruins for a long time, I can still recall the bustling activity of the castle town like it was yesterday. At the center of this space was the fountain, fed by an underground waterway, though I suppose that has run dry.
Sunset Boulevard, exactly. It's Sunset Boulevard with, as you also said, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Anyone know, is that actually the final line of the movie? It's very close. I think it is the last thing said. Sunset Boulevard. Another one right here. Fucking hell.
A memorial. It is said that spirits who are weighed down with regret when they pass on sink deep beneath the ground and wander in search of light. I will place similar memorials at scenes of great loss and pray they will bring light to those wandering souls.
Didn't know what she meant by a memorial for a second. Wow, what a shock. Zelda has a lot of memories of the castle and town where she was. Examine. Wait, hang on. There it is. I dedicate this monument to the memory of the souls lost to the calamity, Zelda. Lovely. Absolute last line, then credits. Oh, right, I love that movie. Just didn't come to mind. Thank you for confirming out the last line, though. Oh, I thought I had it, and then second-guessed myself that I was thinking of an episode of Columbo. Are you where I spent pose?
I am the one who returns Pose to the afterlife where they belong. Offer Pose to me, they are spirits that ought to return to the afterlife.
945. He refound it! I gave him one! This is gonna take a long time.
Yes, oh, this is indeed a Poe. What pitiful beings these are. They've lost their way home and wander the depths of this land. I have returned the lost spirit to the afterlife where it belongs.
Do you have any kind of mass transit service? Could you set up a bus route to the afterlife to save us? I've got a lot.
Since I was brought here to the surface, I've been unable to return Poes to the afterlife. Because of you, I can assist them once again. You should take this.
Wait, this is the first time you're giving it Pose? I thought I'd seen a shop before where the prices were in Pose, but it just wasn't very good items, but I couldn't remember really, so I wanted to find it again. But that would mean I haven't been here. Are there 2 ways to use Pose, or did I invent that idea? Pomegranates, are there multiple places you can spend Pose like this? Dark Clump, Muddlebud, Puff Shroom, Bombflower, Dark Tunic. A tunic obtained by offering Pose to a strange statue. It's a spurious replica of the green outfit once worn by a legendary hero. That one, please. No, yes. Oh, apparently yes, yes. Okay. You got 99 Bombflowers. I like Bombflowers. I have 1 in inventory. I'm gonna get 30. Thank you so much.
My brethren, whose spirits reside in statues far larger than mine, are in the depths of this land. If you encounter my brethren, try offering Pose to them.
Okay, where are they though?
10 Pose and I will tell you.
I shouldn't have told you I've got a fuck ton of Pose. I'm getting taken advantage of now.
I acknowledge your offering. I will tell you of the location of one of my brethren in the depths of this land.
That's the symbol.
That's the symbol. Seek out wandering spirits for my brethren in the depths.
Do I have more than one marked? Because I swear I saw another at some point. That's Forge Construct. That's Forge Construct. Am I lying? Am I completely mistaken? Bargainer statue right fucking there! Good news. You were both right and wrong. But he'll extort you some more if you ask again. I want to go see if there's like a set buyable from a variety of... Stop beeping at me. A variety of these statues. Which direction was it? Over here. Hey, bud. Oh, come on. You're dead, Koga.
Yeah, this is definitely the place the notebook mentioned. It says a construct here will let you use Zonai power to memorize and rebuild a design once it's been made. That would be really useful. Except there's another one of those green crests. And it doesn't do anything. Someone else can figure it out.
Gets to lookout landing for quest, immediately teleports away. Yeah, I can teleport back. And I've got no reminder in my quest log about this, I imagine. I remember this now. But only now. I had no inkling prior. Do you sell like another piece of the dark set or anything? You're very much... Okay, look, I know this is very much guy currently reading Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, but this feels quite Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind.
I am trapped under the water behind the stone gate of the Great Plateau.
Wait, so I didn't find out about spending Pose like currency from you. You need saving. I'm gonna ignore that and go to the one that was marked on my map for me. You never found it? You never found it! Got someone's scream name in your clipboard, Valhub? Really does feel like Nausicaa. Are you trying to get from the shop? Well, that shop in Lookout Landing had the Dark Tunic, so I think it would be neat if there was more of that set around somewhere. No idea if there is, but we're just going to look, get an idea of how this works, and find out if there's some obvious set they sell. Where's my fucking... How am I missing it? There it is. I'm a glow up. Samantha, this next movie is also a certified absolute classic. I would expect everyone or almost everyone here has heard of. However, what it's probably most famous for, at least once you're an adult, at some point you're likely to hear these things and they'll stick with you, is how horrific the production was. The incredible damage it did to the poor actors that were part of it. Old movie. Virtually ruined a number of people's lives. Thoughts? The Birds? Nope. The Eric Andre Show? That old movie, The Eric Andre Show. Star Wars Episode 4, Blair Witch, House on Haunted Hill, Wizard of Oz. Raoul, you were right. It is The Wizard of Oz. If you're unaware of how much this ruined some people's lives, don't worry about it. Is it the one with the lions? It's not. What's that called? Roar or Claw? It's got a one-word name, right? I know the one you're talking about, but I've not seen it, and it's not that one. Alright, where's the thing you marked? And this stamp can go away. It is northeast of me over here. Is that it? Hunched shoulders facing away from me? Largely buried under the ground? Is that the statue? Well, there's one line in the movie. Yes, I got one. You got one immediately. Nice job. All right, the last one's going to be very hard to guess. Let's just test your memories a little bit. Last time we guessed movies, there was a movie that I had to hint you down to every last fucking word of it. And then I was like, okay, and it's part of a series, so this is the third one, and the series is... It's like, sometimes it's a class in a video game, and then I just was like, fuck it, this took too long already, I'll give it to you. Now this movie is just that word, too. It has no subtitle to go after. Like, does that ring a bell for anyone? Anyone know? Chinese movie? Wizard 2? Nope. Land Before Time? Nope. Yeah, Toen, and I believe they recast the actor because they wanted to move production forward before the first one could get better. I might be misremembering. They did that with someone, and I think it was Tin Man. But that is one of them. One of the many stories. Monk 2? Nope.
You who stand before me, make an offering. Offer pose to me, spirits that ought to return to the afterlife. They are pitiful. Have you heard all this already?
Oh, he said without prejudice, though. That was sweet. The first statue didn't mention that, right? Should I be sure I bring them all to this statue? Is it bad of me to take them to the statue that doesn't promise not to judge them again?
Good, evil, that's the futile perspective of narrow-minded beings. There's no such distinction in wandering spirits.
Hong Kong cinema? No, I believe it's mainland China. This is a 90s movie. I think this one is 92. Oh, hey, Jet Li's in this one. I forgot that. It's really fucking hard to read, but I'm pretty sure it says 92. Also, Hydro, it was Cake Roar, called Roar, 1991. 81? Wait, what do you... I encountered your brethren, so what?
My brethren and I have combined our power to create the tunic of the depths. If you desire it, you must make a suitable offering.
This isn't the one he's talking about, obviously. I see the one he's talking about. Or just, why is there a second to these? Anyway. Gloom resistance! Here at the end of the game. Cap of time. Trousers of time. Wait, I found these. There's one of them I'm missing, but I found these. You can buy these too. Oh. Oh! This is gonna break, but I presume I could buy more? Oh. Interesting. I had one of these. It was real fucking good. And the Fierce Deity Sword is better? I did have a Fierce Deity Sword, didn't I? Did I break that one? I guess I did. Interesting. Well, I've done a lot of this already. Which of these ones am I missing? None, actually. Oh, there's no Tunic of Time. Interesting. Tunic of Depths. A tunic acquired by offering pose to a strange statue found in the depths. Woven of monstrous materials, it offers some resistance to gloom. Neat. I don't think I'm going to buy a second dark tunic. I'm a little tempted to get one of these cool swords, but I've got quite an arsenal right now. I can get back to you. Lovely. So what's going on with the one who needs assistance? What again does he say? What's one of the most basic weapons for one of the most basic classes in most RPGs? Commonly found, takes some skill, but it's not some insane, weird, niche thing like a three-piece staff. A sword. Okay. What is, and I'm not saying I support this, it's just this is the default. It's something we need to fight against. It's something, it's a trope we need to replace. The default gender you would give the main character of an RPG. Under the water, behind the stone gate of the Great Plateau. Male. Put those together. The class name sometimes used in RPGs and other games would be sword person, don't I wish. Sword male, we're getting real close. Swordsman. It is Swordsman 2. That was the movie, Swordsman 2. Good job. So first I received 3, now I have 2. Still waiting for the library to get me 1, but I'm not in control of when it's available for them to send it along to me. I've already forgotten what he fucking said. Water, gate, Great Plateau for sure. What was the rest? Behind the gate, under the water, over the water, beside the water? Under the water, behind the stone gate. 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 Where's the Great Plateau? Here. Under the water, behind the stone gate. Okay. It's higher than it looks. Hang on. Oh wait, and I would just ascend to... That wouldn't send me out of the depths. There's open space above me. Of course there is. Idiot. Guess we go here. Dang! So close, Lunas. Saith what? Under the water, behind the stone gate, in the Great Plateau. Oh, something. Be kind to me, game. all the way to the top? Or somewhere around the gate? I can't get out here. A little further. Go to hell. I didn't take no direction. I was running in the shorter direction away from the mud, right? I'll take it. Excellent. Calculated. All these are Hong Kong cinema or in Cantonese. Oh, my apologies. I had no idea. I'll be clearer next time. If I ask if it's Hong Kong cinema, I guess I really mean if it's Mandarin or Cantonese. That does sound like it would be clearer. And from your guesses in the past, I trust you understand the difference very well. And so I'll take that as definitely, that would be clearer. To someone who knows what that means. I, however, I wouldn't know. I'm eager to learn, but I wouldn't know. I look like a whole different character now. Boy, did you know if you wear completely different clothes and suck all the color out of a normally colorful character, they look totally different? Look like a totally different character now. It's not a phase! Join the Dark Brotherhood. I'm running just wildly right now because I'm pretty sure I know where I want to start searching. I also kind of want to find a shrine over on this side. So if I can't find it now or need to come back to spend pose, because it's got something I want but can't afford right now, that, well, I'm going to free this statue, which probably doesn't mean find another statue. Whatever, point is you back here? Didn't I talk to you and fight you, and aren't you Yiga? Anyway. It'd be nice to be able to teleport a bit closer to where I think it is. I'm gonna need cold clothes soon, aren't I? Cold resistant food if I have some. Heat resistance. No. Turns out it was just a phase. Is that enough? For the moment, not enough to go swimming. Alright, where am I searching around here? I think I was able to mark the area pretty accurately with that star, but it was telling me, you know, down below, of course. Probably easiest just to go up instead of over to that thing. Oh, we're turning into a stealth archer. It's Skyrim all over again. Hey, guy. Please don't. I can't sprint right now. Thanks for waiting. Is there a doorway or passage under there? It doesn't look like it from this angle. Yeah, I'm still being led directly this way by the nearby down below. Okay. What are the possibilities here? I presume that this is the same as when I'm... It's gonna freeze... Ah! Ah. River of the Dead Waterfall... Dead Waterfall Cave. I wonder why it's the Dead Waterfall. Or why it's the River of the Dead. I've lost interest, honestly. Who has the better donut? What is this poll? Now here's the thing. I've never had fresh Krispy Kreme, which I've heard is the way to have it. Never had one. But I think even zapped for 5 seconds in the microwave, it was better than Dunkin'. Other, though. Fire and water. Other. I'm sure if I thought for a while, I could think of another. But I'm gonna vote Krispy Kreme for now. Oh, I thought you were gonna fall below the surface, and so I needed to de-electrify the water. Ice cubes. I can't climb this from the ground, right? I'm gonna need an ice cube of a certain height or something to help me out. There we go, a little stepping stool ice cube. Come with me. Can't slide you together. Unless I glue you, so let's glue you. I get unbearably cold if I touch this, right? Nope, we're good. 33, 33, 33, we all won. Looking more at this, I'm getting more Ezio vibes from this. If someone had to try 3 US cooking staples, what would you tell them to try? Oh, I'm not the person to ask cooking questions. 3 US cooking staples. Making them themselves, or... Because you said cooking. Not like, oh, I'm on a trip. What, you know, what's US cuisine? What should I try and hunt down? So... I mean, we're famous for our barbecue, so you could look up well-regarded marinades and so on and probably find the ingredients to put them or something very close together and try American-style barbecue. I guess you also need a grill for that. It's not... really, really nice stuff often is made on a smoker for hours. It actually might be quite hard to do. Any of the stuff where people are like, this is the American standard of it. All things being correct. Ribs, chili, chop suey, rigatoni, Texas brisket. Crab ragoon. Forget the name, but we have a gourmet donut shop around here. Best donuts I've ever had. Pricey, but very delicious. How do I go further with this? How do I take this all further? How many pieces do I actually have to work with? I can get an ice cube, but I can only get one, and it feels like I need 2 of them to get high enough up here. What's this lava area? Totally missed this. I see. More to the left. Let's go to the lava area. Come here, you two. I rotated this the wrong way. There we go. Garbage pail nachos. Doesn't immediately help you. That's what this is there for. Give me another. Great. Easy game. Now, that is still too high for me to jump to, and weirdly, I'm not allowed to climb this surface. A surface I, who am not Link, might be able to climb. Seems odd. I have one idea. I think this will work. I like Link's $700 moccasin boots. You are stone, you'll sink, but you can also... Yeah, it doesn't matter actually which one. Goes down... that was metal, couldn't tell. You'll work up here. Obviously it can't be the wood one. And I want to place you there. You... Maybe I should have set this up beforehand. You, I want to... Give me a little space between them. You can't climb that. You might get a splinter. Pretty sure I'm wearing gloves. Except for over my Zonai Tech metal robot hand. It'll be fine. Alright, I need to attach this so I have enough to ascend through, but you won't fuck me over and fall on my head. Perfect. Still not close enough, I don't think. Oh, it might be. Come on, Link. You gotta try, Link. Come on, Link. Oh, you're kidding me. It's not going that high, is it? Is it not? Roll up onto it? Yeah, roll forward onto it. That's cheating right there. That's what we call cheating right there. Couldn't tell if it was balanced or not. Clip it, clip it. That's like right there, just for the light. I can't attach anything to it. Obviously I have to block the flame. You're still around. Here. Pop up on top of this. Pop up on top of this. Pop on top of this. Go over here. And let's do the same thing, but now, turn, 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 turn. I have another middle step in it. There we are. I expect that is probably something like what they intended. Didn't see another obvious way to do it, and that wasn't terribly out of hand or anything. I can go get 5 hearts, by the way. Alright, none of that had to do with the statue down below, though. Stone gate, underwater, behind a stone gate, Great Plateau. Hey, buddy. Totally even forgot to look for you on my way in. I can go get 2 rewards from Kilton, too. Or Colton? Which one gives rewards? No, I think it's Colton in this game. Wait, it's gonna be unbearably cold water. Also, why won't you let me... Because I was frozen or something? Why didn't it let me get out my glider there? Shit. Did you use the rewind time feature? No. Then it ain't cheating. Is there an element of ascend to, like, the surface you need to be striking from underneath needs to be relatively flat? Or would my emergence point have been in one of these little areas, and that's why it didn't let me do that? I can stand here, I'm sure. I can't. I can stand here, I'm sure. I won't have to pay for all those jumps I did. I can definitely stand there. There we are. Okay. Stone Gate, Water, Great Plateau, River of the Dead, another waterfall there at the edge of the plateau, but it might still work. Body of water there, body of water here. Copper Pond. I feel like it's going to be one of the larger ones. Do I have done anything with this? Let's survey this. By the way, I'm aware I'm looking around water when they said underwater. But I don't think I know how to, like, get under a huge portion of the Great Plateau. There's some caves around. Do I just explore every cave and try to ascend through the right part? There's gotta be some hint, but still, do I explore every cave? So I think with starting with around water is fine. How'd they refer to the Great Plateau? They said underwater. They don't mean all the way under. This is under. Could they mean around here? I should check that. But I'm here, so let's finish this up. River of the Dead seems like the correct place for a psychopomp. This does not look promising. Lovely. Doesn't feel good. I can't stuff my camera behind the waterfall. It's still unbearably cold even with this on. So you can swim up them, but you get the unbearably cold damage. No worries. Alright, no hints around there. Let me check up top again where that little pond is. You can go fuck yourself. Little stealthos guy. Gotta go. Thanks for hanging out, Brutalitops. Have a lovely rest of your night, day, whatever. Thanks for being here. Take care, friendo. You turned the Panthers off. I literally can't turn the Panthers on. I can hold one up for you as a consolation prize, but I can't use the phone camera to show them to you nicely. So this is what we have. That's why they're off. I think it's because I updated OBS. I gotta do a little searching about whether there's a new version of the app I use. Though I'm a little worried there won't be, because last time I went and checked, the version I updated to worked, but was quite old. Older than the update of OBS I had installed that broke the previous one I was using. However, I've also been told another app to go check on, so I might have another solution. Can I see the grape? That was the Grey Panther. I moved too fast in grabbing one. feel like I should check deep under in the depths. I mean, it's right nearby where he was talking about, and that looks like water. I feel like I should go check deep down the depths. Have I picked up much of these? Also, wait, real quick, is it Zonai... Is it Zonatium, whatever it's called, that you need for that side quest? Or is it... charges? It's pieces of Zonite, not crystallized charges. So I don't know if there's anything I need crystallized charges for anymore. Got an arena feel to it. I'm sure I said that the first time I was here as well. Or maybe I actually fought something and understood why it had an arena feel, but now it's got an arena feel and I don't get why. Also, it's real fucking dark over there considering it's in the revealed area, according to my map. Pretty fucking dark. I'm running the wrong way. But still, pretty fucking dark. I probably would have run the right way if it wasn't so incorrectly. I'll go so far as to say incorrectly dark. What's that black curl on the map? Oh, that's where it's going to meet the ceiling. That's an unwalkable area. I know what that represents. Anyway, here we go. Secret Spring of Revival. Meant to land on that post. Bit of a mistake. It heals you. I wonder how long those posts were sitting there waiting to be revived. They probably understand at this point it wasn't going to happen. I imagine they're not upset with me for picking them up. Right? You're getting bat corpses in our spring water. There's a lot of it. It's only... I'm sure there's an acceptable amount, which you might find surprisingly high, of, you know, like... 30 bat parts per, well, I give you X many gallons, 1,000 gallons. But that's so little if you really think about it. It's fine. It still heals. Hello, phone?
Okay. The Yiga clan knows where and how to build the base. They can handle the menial work from here. Meanwhile, after I'm done soaking, I need to hurry to the Magnificent One. Meeting with him is not something I would leave to anyone else.
Pleasant. They contain trace amounts of bat. This revival spring water was produced in a facility that also contains bat. How's it going, Felody? You getting a lot done in FF14? Hope you're having a lovely day, friendo. It's good to see you. Samantha, if you're not following Felody, go follow her. Twitch.tv/FELAODY. You might catch her painting, you might catch her chilling and grinding out quests in FF14. Any variety of things. Whatever she's doing, always entertaining and a fun place to chill. You're almost 50? Hell yeah. Hello, friends. Did he just, like, I think he was just relaxing. I don't think he left us an audio note of him. He's just relaxing. In trace amounts of bat. They're making me climb. They're making me use mechanics in the game. They're making me. Guys, everyone should play FF14 with me. Which, shard, is that the word they use? Are you on? Or has this whole structure changed? Is shard not right anymore? I knew the littlest bit about FF14 like 15 years ago. Okay, higher up wasn't the answer. However, with this height, there's something in my way now of seeing it, but I saw a light root. Should I go grab that light root? I said stone door. This is a big stone gate, not a stone door, so I don't think I'm going the right way for the quest, but hey there! I'm gonna do this real quick. Glad I threw that then. Handy. You get 100 hours playing it on Switch 2 already? Did you start it on Switch 2, or are you just playing on Switch 2 for the convenience now? Valhub, your first time playing the game, or are you continuing on Switch 2? Jealous, having on Switch 2 must be fun. First time, I hope you're enjoying. Sounds like you are. This has not been out that long, has it? Kogoyir light root. Do you reveal anything that will help me with this quest? Are there two little dark spots? And what's that facility sort of north of me? Fella worked out last night and today. I've eaten 3 donuts. Balance. You need the sugar to keep up your sweetness. Yeah, I'd call that balance. I have to go up a bunch to see. Just seeing quickly what the easiest way to go up a bunch might be. Honestly, just climbing here, maybe. I think I have enough to climb most of it fast. Maybe all of it. Enough stamina, that is.
Don't forget to use your Twitch Prime if you haven't yet this month.
Felony, thank you so much for the Prime resub. And 33 total months of Palindrome. I always love palindromes. That's insanely generous. I appreciate the support. Thank you, friendo. Enjoy the emotes of Dish Soap, Origami, and Baxter. Hope your day continues to be lovely. You ever dabbled in Kirby or Pokemon games? If so, which ones did you like the best? Kirby, not a lot. I played Kirby on the Game Boy and Super Nintendo, the games that are roughly the same. Those two? I can't remember what they're called. They're just in Dreamland. And then I played the first 2-3 worlds of... Oh, crap. Not Air Ride, but what's the other Switch game? Forget. So I'm like a little familiar with Kirby, but not a lot. I enjoyed those games. Quite a bit. I really liked playing. I played Kirby over and over again on my old Game Boy. Forgotten Land sounds right. Forgotten Land, I think, is the one I'm reaching for. I forgot about Star Allies. What was the other one? Pokemon. Pokemon, yeah, 50-50. I played Blue way back when it came to the US. Then I didn't play another one until... probably Leaf Green. But I did play the DS and 3DS ones after that. Not all of them, actually. Did I play only the DS ones? I think I stopped and didn't play Sun and Moon. Yeah, that's right. I didn't play Sun and Moon. And then came back for a couple of them, Sword and Shield and Za. So I've played like half the Pokemon mainline games. And I'm quite casual about them. I forget so much about even Pokemon from the original 150. I should know the best. I forget their typing all the fucking time. But some of them have changed as they added types too, but I forget all of them, even the ones that haven't changed. I was really happy with Sword and Shield. I really enjoyed it. My brother's girlfriend, she engages with Pokemon on a much deeper level. She fucking hates Sword and Shield, like I think much of the community does. And she hates it for more than just like, they won't let you have all your Pokemon. That's like one of the core promises of the series, and I get that. She hates a lot of it like mechanically and layout wise, and she's explained to me why, but anyway, but yeah, I like Pokemon. I'm just a casual fan. What's your favorite? Mawile. Growing up it was Squirtle. I also always had a soft spot for Sand Slash. The Floating Coliseum, oh hey. Yeah, I think I found what you were talking about. There's a big X on it. Does this relate to the statue? Probably not. Hi there. Is there a big stone gate door to this place? Haven't played anything past Gen 3, but recently I've been obsessively consuming competitive Pokemon. There's a door now. Hi. This thing has something attached to it. It's a regular Lionel, right? Is that a silver Lionel? Okay, so it gets harder. Great Flurry Rush. I knew that was gonna fucking happen. I knew it. I should save the 94. We're gonna have to make a few weapons as we go, but we can make some good ones. So let's save the 94 right now and higher ones than that too. I enjoyed Sword and Shield 2 as my introduction to modern Pokemon. You went from Silver to Shield? That's a hell of a jump. What's that? It's a shield. Oh, those are the ones that if you parry, you deal damage or something, right? Bladed edges can deal slashing dead attacks when deflecting. Yeah. I'm busy? Thank you. Dickhead? Hang on. I'm one of you! It's a two-hander. Great. That's okay, I don't usually block anyways. Sometimes I get lucky and take advantage of block because I'm slow to try and dodge, and I won't get that now. Wrong attack. You don't get a Flurry Rush from that. That timing felt like it would have been good if I could. I wasn't allowed to dodge again! Literally wasn't allowed. Boy, my damage is already shit. We're definitely gonna be using Gloon weapons soon. I'm gonna take a quick check here. This is number 2. There's 3 a silver Lionel there. 2 Gleeoks, or even other colors of Lionel I've not considered. What's in here? That is another Lionel, right? Yeah, looks like it. What's sticking out its forehead? And that's another Lionel. Oh, and silver. Are they gonna send 2 out at a time, or are we gonna do a silver and another silver? that food. Not gloom resistance food. Sparkly hardy food. I did not bring actually as much as I thought I did. Cool. Really neat. I don't make enough use of this. I also have 2 ancient blades. I should remember that. Actually, let's not do Heriplin Horn. Where was the ping of you hit him in the head? Aren't you incredible? We're all in awe of your abilities. Where's the ping? You can bring your head around here. I need a ping. Get a pat on the back, bud. Fucking dodging me, you zigzag serpentine bastard. How do you fucking get a headshot? You're just so fucking muscular that your shoulders crowd out your face? Gotta fire through like a keyhole between your whatever those muscles are called. I don't work out in order to hit you? Jesus, dude. The way he's running, it feels like he gets a hit off, and then he's like, ha 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 ha, I have destroyed you, ha 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 ha. Come just fight. That's not for me. The way this is going, there's one good thing about this. We'll get to use the Master Sword again before I'm done with this, I'm sure. Alright, there are 3 cages remaining, I believe. Silver Lionel. That was a bigger explosion than I expected from that attack. Hey, what's up? God, I hate your AI. Just because I have all these ghosts out with me? I don't like you. Not you. You, come here. Let's do the thing I never do. Come here. Come here. You, stop running! There we are. Uh-oh. It had no effect. I would stun him for a sec. Do any elements have any effect? Can I freeze you? Is it building up or is it doing nothing? I think it's doing nothing. Playing a mobile game called Sword and Staff and had to double check that wasn't the same thing. Enjoyed Sword and Shield 2 as my introduction to modern Pokemon. That first Lionel went down much more cleanly. My attention's wandering. Given how much health they have. This one's halfway there. shooting you? What bow do I have? I mean, this is some damage. It's actually high on the damage. Didn't do much before, but let's just keep firing this one. What? Oh, you weren't even looking at me. At last! Why was that the shield thing? Damn it. They're gonna turn further that way. Please take a swing at me. At me, not my friends, please. I want a chance at a flurry rush. Might be able to take down 2 pixels of his health in one pass, if I can get one. Yeah, I don't think you can get him off that. I may not have been close enough that time, but I don't think you can get them off that. Just a silver Lionel, or white maned Lionel. There's another gate here. It looks like stands up above, not other gates. Okay. What'd I get? Was that last one a Lionel of a kind I'd never seen before? Should I have taken a picture of that? Or maybe fought it for its loot? I'm gonna try not to think too hard about that. Weapon durability mechanic is terrible in this game. I think it adds to it. I like it. I don't think it adds so much that I would mind if there was like an option to turn it off, because I know a lot of people diss Majora's Mask! An eerie mask passed down from ancient times. Wearing it makes it harder for certain enemies to spot you. It's a rather rare find. I don't mind it at all. I mean, I was in no trouble in that fight. If I'd run out of weaponry, it would have been a little dangerous to make weapons mid-fight, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the strongest weapon bases in the entire game. And even if I hadn't just done this, I went into this fight with like 4 of the 5 good weapon bases, so I would have had 5 or 6 here. It would have been fine. So I like being made to change weapon periodically. I like thinking about how strong a weapon I should make based on what I've got right now and what I might want to save. I like that element of the game. But I totally get it has been one of the core unpopularities of Breath of the Wild in this. Certainly easier than this than in Breath of the Wild. But even in Breath of the Wild didn't bother me. Is that like the labia majora, or? With this mask, you're invisible to bokoblins, moblins, Lizalfos, Gibdo, and Lionel. The Master Sword is back. How lovely. How do I feel about honey mustard? IMO, 8 out of 10. Six out of 10? 6 out of 10. Okay, all of that has nothing to do with you, I don't think. Unless you're the spirit of Majora. Also, I'm pretty sure if I checked the map, that's not underwater on the regular surface of Hyrule. But I'm terrified of going and searching a whole bunch more and then finding out it was just that. And this is the easiest way to double check. Yep. Under the water behind the stone gate of the Great Plateau. Trapped under the water behind the stone gate of the Great Plateau. Trapped. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. There we go. The way that's phrased does make it sound like I'm in the wrong place, that it is going to be, up at ground level, not down here. But there's another dark spot around here. I'm gonna go look at that. See what the hell this is about. I go northeast, not whatever direction I'm going. Is that under a marker? No, it's roughly in the direction of this marker. That's actually a good way to work towards it. But it's not that. Now, blow up the moon. A bunch of wings. Fans. Is there a cart around here? There's a track. It's aiming the wrong direction. I wonder though, especially with 3 fans, is there enough power for me to... Actually, no, let's turn this to face me. Give it as much track as possible. Can I stand at the back and take off, gaining height? It's already rolling. I need it to go faster though. Come on, lean back, that's it. It is entirely possible. Stay back a little bit. Just don't want to hit the ceiling, but, and then we need to go left. Roughly correct? Roughly correct. I can't see shit. I think there's a giant looming ledge right in front of us, too. I think I'm about to hit something. Back, pull up. Fucking... Oh! Nose down! What's happening? Am I on the ground? Oh. Alright, we can probably chill now. Excellent work. Thanks for hanging out, Batadar. Have a lovely evening. Thank you for making sure I search down these quests. Sleep well, sweet dreams, friendo. I like honey mustard, but sometimes it can be too sweet. Fair, to be honest. If it's too sweet, it can throw off the whole meal. This doesn't seem to have anything waiting in its revealed area as consequential as Colosseum was. Can make a car over here. There's a pit here to drop down from the Great Plateau. All of this doesn't seem like it relates to that statue. So, let's go back up to the Great Plateau. Stone Gate. Underwater behind the stone gate of the Great Plateau? Is that the way it was worded? Stone gate of the Great Plateau. Like a main gate to get up there? Or one on it? Stone gate of the Great Plateau. Oh, that's an emote. When I was kidding earlier, I was so confused. I didn't see if you responded, but that's an emote, sip. I know what sip emotes are. Fuck. I think no, I read Oasis. I didn't misread sip as SIS for Oasis. That's already part earlier. I'm just dumb. But at least being dumb saved me for a short time from feeling silly. Because I take it you know exactly where I need to go. One thing I don't know about SIP emotes is I don't know if they generally communicate, I know you're doing it wrong, and you don't know. Or if they just mean, I know how to do what you're trying to and you don't know. So I'm gonna have to keep after this. What kind of emote? The first one I was aware of was, like Kermit drinking iced tea. Though, when I first saw that used as memes and emotes, it was about the tea. Having tea to share. Tea to spill. But I believe I did also see that specific one with Kermit and everything start coming to mean, oh, that might be right, that might be wrong, I'm not gonna tell you. And then I saw after that many, many more sip emotes of a variety of styles. I know Phil's got one of someone sipping out of a juice box with a straw, stuff like that. But that's none of my business? Yeah, it's got a but that's none of my business energy to it. I know sip emotes. I'm old, but I keep up with these emotes that are been around a very long time. It's not a stone gate. Hey!
You who hear my voice, come to me in the Temple of Time ruins up the road on the plateau to the south.
I'm gonna guess that's what I was searching for? It's a metal door and a stone wall. So I'm a little doubtful, but I'm gonna guess that's what I was searching for. And the one down in the depths guided me towards the next hint along the route? Maybe that's not what I was searching for. Seems like quite a coincidence, though, if not. More directions. No, I can't just teleport to Temple of Time Ruins. We gotta run past all these enemies. You know what I really miss? I said earlier I missed Rivali and Urbosa. In particular, I miss being able to just jump into the air using Rivali's power. That was pretty nice. Now, I wouldn't give up the sort of air dash, you know, the burst of wind that I can get from, forgetting his name. But, so maybe they wouldn't allow this, but I wouldn't mind trading, my Gerudo, Sage, to have Rivali if I could be allowed to Rito. I should have thought more carefully about what that thing said. It said Temple of Time? Did it say anything else? Does it want me to talk to the goddess statue? What does it want? Can I pray at this goddess statue?
There are several ancient texts and works of literature that speak of the Temple of Time by name, but all of them describe a structure that differs in design from the one we see today. Hyrule's history is long, and this discrepancy is one of the unsolved mysteries of our land.
That's cool. That's something I commented on. Okay. About how there's the Temple of Time from the start of this game, and then the Temple of Time, And maybe it took me hundreds of hours to come around to realizing that was kind of funny, but I noticed that was kind of funny. So it's cool to get a voice note about it. That's 2 so far that I'm glad I heard. That one and about Gerudo's fucking 2 out of... We listen to like 100 now? I think we already have this conversation. Did we not? As a result of you draining the water from the gate, a part of me has been freed. You have earned my gratitude. I speak to you now from the depths below in the guise of this statue. No, apparently I didn't. I swear I talked to the statue. Did I? But now this is the one down below taking control of the statue? Do they have that power? You who hear my voice, a different voice than you heard in the depths, but that's because it's really the statue that makes the voice. And this one has a voice more like this. I think I smoothed that over just fine. Everyone accept that? Good. I direct you to the 4 chasms across this plateau. Each has one of my eyes nearby. Drop them into the chasms. Then deliver the stones to me who dwells in the depths below this temple. Do all of this, and a reward will be yours. You got 4 eyes. Guess that matches the statue. All right. Ba-boom, let's do it. This is that set of ruins that in Breath of the Wild, there's like a broken down guardian, right? And you get zapped by it if you're not careful how you move in and out of its sight. One of your eyes. Alright, they're pretty big and they glow. Hopefully they're easy to find. One down. Hey, how are you? Don't do it. I'll put you in the chasm! Easy game. That one's still blinking. I'm gonna assume that's done. I'm gonna assume I don't need to follow it down. I'm gonna assume I can throw all 4 down and then I'll find them down below. I wasn't going to worry about saying it again until end of stream, but as long as I'm running around in silence. Let me take this chance to tell everyone, in case they didn't hear earlier, that there's no Sunday stream this week. And in fact, no streams next week or the following weekend. Because Friday, tomorrow, I'm going to be flying to Maine, and Saturday, my family, we're all driving to a lake house in Maine. Have a vacation, just chilling out together. I'm very much looking forward to hanging out with my family, and especially with my niece. I'll be able to get online and chit-chat a bit here and there, I believe, on Discord, but no streams happening. Need the eye. No streams happening during that time. So after today, the next stream I expect will be Tuesday the 25th. And after talking with them yesterday... That'll probably be Baldur's Gate 3 with Wait the Ape and Skullboy. Now you know. If you need a reminder when that day is, that was a little tentative because none of us generally plan that far ahead, not things like streams. So if you want to make sure, or you just need a reminder, I'm going to put a note about that, and I will update it if plans change or when we get closer and all that, specific times and things. in Discord and at rxhydro.tv. Those are always the places you can get the most up-to-date schedule information about the stream. A lake house? Did you learn nothing from Alan Wake 2? It's not a crater lake, right? We'll be fine. Isn't it a crater lake or a volcanic lake? That's why it's evil, isn't it? I totally understood the plot of that game. Can I not stand somewhere around there? Didn't this start out with us looking to buy edgy pants to match our new black shirt? It did. And as far as I know, we're still working towards that. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna be in the mud, aren't I? Oh no, I'm at the other one. That's why I'm here, is I went to the other one. I think I'm near this one right now. Let's go this way first. Why do you have so many? Do you throw them if you come up the hill at that guy? Why do you have so many there, guy? Eyeball, 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 eyeball. Eyeball? There you are. Wrong. One more to go. Professional cameraman. I have tons of flashlights and batteries. Deerfest? They'll be fine. I've made the occasional joke or small complaint about them. One thing I think I'll forget to talk about during my wrap-up is it's not a big deal, but I do think that the Sage's spirits that follow me around should work differently. At the very least, there should be a faster way to turn them on and off. It doesn't take long, but scrolling through menus for yet another thing. So I just leave them on all the time, but then they get in the way, so maybe they should behave differently entirely, like hold down left button, then hit the D-pad to activate whichever one of the four you want or something. I don't know. I don't know. There's 5 though, actually, right? Nintendo should invent a starfish-shaped 5-way D-pad, and we should all get used to that. And then it will work with what I said before, or just come up with a different idea. I do think they should be a bit different, but it's not like a big deal. There's a difference. Between what? The way they were... What are we talking about? Are you talking about deer? Not about this. I getcha. Still have a fiery weapon, right? Is this fiery when it's not? It is fiery when I'm not swinging it. I'm sure that the eye is going to be in one of these. I guess just don't make any art? What was don't make any art about? Do you think the way that these work is necessary for the art? Hey guy. You ever thought about fucking right off and leave me alone? Ever considered? We've done something else at some point. I used to float, now I just fall down. I watched the Barbie movie yesterday because I also watched Make Way for Tomorrow, which was very good. A very well-made movie that was fucking depressing. Not the most depressing, but pretty fucking depressing. So I needed Barbie movie afterwards to make me feel better. I really like the Barbie movie, but now that song's been stuck in my head since. Though in the shower, I sang the chorus like it was some grand, epic, you know, horror, you know? Sort of thing. What was I made for? What was I made for? That was fun. I shouldn't have done. No, it's Loud Bits Day! What was I made for? Why did you kill the defenseless moblin? They're never defenseless. They have gigantic horns on their head that do crazy damage that I need to cut off and attach to my weapons. That's also the reason why I killed them. Not the Barbenheimer. I did not watch them together because I was starting the second movie at about 1 a.m. I did not watch them together. Where's that eye? Is it the bottom of this elevator? Where's that eye? Oh, yeah. Got a bit of work to do here. Fun fact, the motion capture director for Barbie was the same for Baldur's Gate 3 and in E33. Never mind, I was about to make a joke, a mean joke, at the expense of E33. But that's more about their facial expressions. The motion capture is good. I was gonna say something about how, oh, that's weird. Were they tired? Were they just like out of ideas when they did just not have anything left in them to do a good job on E33? But it's more the facial expressions in E33. And also, to be fair to E33, there are parts with excellent facial expressions. I think just more than many games. They couldn't do, you know, bespoke facial expressions for every cutscene. No one can. I think something about their generic system is weird to me. But everyone's got a generic system, you gotta use it for a good chunk of things. They're also a voice actor in E33 for who? So close. I'm gonna hope this goes the right way. I'm not gonna test that. You can be the headlight. Gap that interrupted me. I just want to take care of the X marks the spot on my map here. Miner's trousers. The bioluminescent lamps on these trousers shed light on where you step. They come in handy when walking in the darkness. You're Jennifer English's partner? Do they have a name? We've got so many facts about them and I don't know who we're talking about. I don't remember everyone's name, but I do try. They have a name? Good for them on that account too, though. She seems cool. End of the line. No, 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 no. Come with me. Are we there? Do I have to go a lot further? Where am I? Oh, we have to go a bit further. There's another track. Is there another cart or should I bring this cart? Still got battery left in it and everything. I've stopped caring about this cart. Looking right. Well, let's take it. There's other carts. Let's rock it with this cart. Hey. No, bud. Not cool. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Freaking. Ah! Okay, that was turbo stupid. God, I hope this is taking me back to the center where all these eyes need to go. There are tracks that come in at the base, right? Is that where I am? Yes. Okay, I just need to raise it now. This one's got a whole body that you can see. Should I give this thing its eyes? What's this? Interesting. Is that altar for the eye, or do I have to carry it all the way up? There's elevators over there. I bet I have to carry it all the way up. Pop it in the thing's head or something. There's an elevator beside me here. Should I give this thing its eye? Why is that a question? Because I have to go up further. It's a question because look how big it is. Look at what its face looks like. And it eats ghosts. Just a little worried, that's all.
You have returned one of my eyes to me thus far. After you have found my eyes on the plateau.
I've done that step, thank you. I'll go get the next one. The better to see you with, my dear. Oh, that's slightly different too, but still. That car's still there? This should work. This should take me back beside, pretty close beside, where one of the other ones fell down. Should have grabbed it at the same time. Red Riding Hood joke? Oh, I get it. I know a Red Riding Hood reference. Spent my childhood in fear of my relatives being replaced by dangerous apex predators from the forest who had learned to dress and speak I know. I had nightmares about being torn apart by families of bears with varying preferences for sleeping surface hardness and porridge warmth. I get it. I know. Shit, it's way up there. So much for beside. Aliona Baranova, thank you. I haven't heard that name, Aliona Baranova. Well done them. Wonder if that was just a more PG version of Skinwalker Legend? I don't know the origin. I assume it's as old as, you know, like Brothers Grimm fairy tales, and there's a more violent version or something, but I don't really know. Don't really know. I know, you know, they're all darker and more grim. I don't really know the original versions of any of those fairy tales, other than I believe I know that in the original Rumpelstiltskin, at the end, Rumpelstiltskin fucking tears himself in two, right? I can't remember why. I don't know if any illustrations were made to really drive the trauma home for kids or anything, but I feel like I heard that. I think I know that right. That's the only one. Yeah, fuck off. I'll just run past you. I think I might need to go up higher, but I'm just gonna try and run past you. I'll climb the wall. You can fire at me if need be. I'm not above it yet, am I? It's higher up still. Or around here. There's no way that you will catch me, for I am the stinky cheese man. Book goblins. Where's that fucking eye? There you are. I have no idea. It was out of anger that he did. I can confirm Big Bad Wolf was a skinwalker. I don't know really, but I'm gonna say yes. I think the word can there is doing some undeserved lifting. Sounds like you can't confirm that. You're going to, but you can't. Which is also fine, but it sounds like you can't.
So that last earthquake opened up a bunch of holes to the surface, and apparently Zelda has some new minions. They're calling themselves a survey team. Boring. And they have started poking around down here in the depths. Rude. Rude! I was here first. I could erase them from existence the moment I see them, but maybe I should let them look around and see what they find. Then erase them. Ah!
Erase them from existence is quite a threat. He just saying he's strong enough he can kill them? He didn't have any, like, super special tech. He had a bit of Zonai tech, but erase them from existence. Weird guy. Maybe just meant, like, erase them from the logs. And that's not what the tone of voice said to me. Can't be sure, but I don't know. Speaking of, I recently read the original fairy tale of The Little Mermaid, and it reminded me why I didn't like Anderson fairy tales. I don't think I know any Hans Christian Andersen ones either. What elements common to them don't you like? What's the reason you don't like Anderson fairy tales as opposed to others? Wait. Not even ready to do this. What the fuck am I thinking? Need this at the front. To go right into the socket. Now. Will the stairs help me? Sort of give me a ramp of some description-ish? It's like nearly. But not really. One of the ones I read, the heroine dies at the end. The Little Mermaid doesn't get the prince, but because she refuses to kill him, she gets a chance to work for 300 years to earn herself an immortal soul. What a chance. Oh shit, it's upside down. Oh, that's not an issue. You're welcome. Two more to go. There's tracks down there on the other side, right? No, actually, it looks like there aren't. Come with me, you. Not sure how much life you have left in you, but probably some. Actually, there's parts for others up above, aren't there? Let's not worry about it. Isn't she also a child, or is that just a Disney thing? She's 15? Yeah, a child. Don't like that? I don't either. But like, when were they written? Not because I'll like it any better, but I find it easier to put out of my head if it's one of those, oh, that was one of those fucked up times when, because also I understand that it's very possible that within even just a couple generations, people might go, at 18? You're still a child. What are you talking about? About some of our standards and things. I don't know, that just makes it easier for me to go, everyone's just trying to figure it out. How long ago were they written? Good and balanced. I need to take a hard left and go over here. Or I need to go out here. Let's take a hard left. Where am I running to? Hard left off this track is what I'm talking about. Get on there. Ooh, maybe that hard left started a bit early. Jeez, I really like controlling this way. It's obviously easier with the stick, but I really think this is quite fun. I need to take a harder left. I think it's fun doing it this way. But Link's strange inertia and needing a little extra space to turn and step does make it a bit dangerous at times. All right. Remember, this is in a lit up area. Look at this. This is technically an area I have lit up. Ridiculous. Hey. Oh, you're nothing. You're nothing. Never watched The Little Mermaid until I was an adult, and wow. I believe that's the first instance of Disney using CG. The ship at the start is computer generated. Big 3D model. You can absolutely tell if you're looking for it. Though I think they made a fine decision. It looks good enough. I didn't know for years. It's not really that weird when the prince is 16. I feel like you're allowed to have a romance between a 15-year-old and a 16-year-old in the story. They probably shouldn't make decisions over 300 years of working and stuff, or even marriage, but yeah, it's better than if he was 29. It's better. The romance part is fine, no weird gap. I think writing about children going through horrid things is weird, though. I mean, I know what you mean, it makes me more uncomfortable, but I don't mind. Only because it depends on the point of view and the specific events and the tone and the goal, and there's gonna be things I don't like that I think are fine, and things I don't think are fine, but are probably fine, but, you know, I don't know. I don't worry so much about that. It's telling a story. There are lots of stories with, oh my god, I've been listening to movie podcasts recently, and there was this long conversation between the host, who I like, and the comedian who was on, who I like, about a movie both of them really like. A comedy that I'm fucking terrified of watching sometime. I think I probably just won't. Because, oh man. Well, they described some of the specific events in it. I won't. It's called Happiness. It has some real famous actors in it. Philip Seymour Hoffman's in it. It's from 96, I think? I think it's from the 90s. Maybe it's early 2000s. Why am I building this? I can take the cart back. What am I doing? Anyway, they said, really, you've got to commit. Most people will probably have to commit to watching it once and letting the movie shock, disgust them, blacken their soul slightly. And then you could watch it again and get more of the humor and enjoy more of what's funny about it. And it's still deeply upsetting, but you won't be, you know, horrified the second time around. Or you'll be ready to be horrified. So I read the Wikipedia synopsis and I see what they mean. But I'm okay with those stories being out there, even if I think it would be bad for me to watch. Even if it takes a light tone of some of the most horrific things that specifically bother me. We've moved on from The Little Mermaid, right? We have moved on from The Little Mermaid. What an evocative review. They did describe why they found it funny. They weren't just like, I mean, it's obvious. Once you know it, you know, and you can deal with it, it's funny. And actually, part of the reason I'm a little frightened of the idea of the movie is because I kind of do want to watch it. The type of humor in it, the reason they said they think it's one of the funniest movies makes sense to me. But I don't want to go through having my soul blackened by a first viewing. I think I probably won't. I don't want to read or watch a movie where a child's being traumatized. It's rarely handled with care and sensationalized reviews. Maybe that's me having trauma or being a therapist or even having kids, but yeah, that makes sense. I feel the same way a lot of the time. I can't say I feel exactly the same. Maybe it doesn't reflect well on me, but there are times where I have laughed at or thought it certainly served the story acceptably well enough for a child to be injured or terribly traumatized. But that is part of the story of Happiness, and Happiness goes in a direction with it that's the reason I'm worried about watching it. So, like, I get it. There's absolutely, in the vein of traumatizing children or hurting children, a line for me. I understand. And I wouldn't recommend you look up the story of Happiness. I can teleport to this one. Easy game. There's a new review for me. It didn't used to bug me as much. Oh. Well, your soul is lightening with time. All right, what have I got here? I have got a car. They want me to make a car. Do I have a car in auto build? Why are there stakes and stuff here? Big wheel car. Not in history. Big wheel car. That center is going to be missing, isn't it? Big wheel car. How much zonite would it cost me? What else have you got? Is that it? No, there's a fourth wheel as well, isn't there? There is, but I'm standing in a place where it can't attach it. 27 zonite? Why did they give me a schematic with a very specific base that's not found almost anywhere? And what's at the front there? Is that the stabilizer, or is that the, like, thing that turns it directions? I'm gonna make my own car. You've annoyed me. Could I make it with a wing so that I might save it in auto build for later? Is that wise? I don't know. I don't really know how to build it with a wing. Which direction's forward for you? Okay, so not that part of the wheel, the end of the wheel. You're not attaching the right part of it. I don't think this is gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. Alright. I don't think I can build something that I can easily replicate elsewhere. So let's just build something. Can I, because I think it would be funny looking, attach all the big wheels to this? Yeah, I think there's just enough space! Just enough. Don't tip over, eh? Fucking hell. Can I do this? Oh, wait. Is that right? Oh, except I did the way it fell, I did the wheels wrong. I wasn't thinking straight. Jeez. Okay. Where's the last wheel? Am I blind? Where'd the last big wheel go? Did I destroy a zonite item? Accidentally? Very odd. Well, I'm sure I can get another one out. That took forever, but all together. I should have plenty of battery power to drive this myself. Let's not worry about the batteries lying around here. Let's just get this level. Not hit the shoulder button unintentionally. Let's try from the back. And I need you. Don't want to accidentally set off without you. Better buckle you in. Okay. Looks like there's sections of old road over here, so let's... Why do you think that's the front? Don't you usually try to center yourself? Let's go this way. That's where we're trying to get to, yes? One very old story about the Zelda franchise. In Zelda 1, the Triforce, their first idea for it was that it was an ancient piece of technology, an incredibly powerful computer chip, functioned on its own and was its own power supply. Essentially, that old, you know, any sufficiently advanced technology was indistinguishable from magic. They did not end up going that way. That is not part of Zelda canon, that is just a behind-the-scenes story. But as far as I know, they've never touched on anything quite like that before? I could easily be forgetting something. But is this the first with sort of ancient tech that does seem very mechanical and elements even computery, like the brain you can put on things in this game and it will chase down enemies? I wonder if any of this harkens back to that or if it's unrelated. They could very easily have come up with just a similar idea without starting that old one from Zelda 1, pre-Zelda 1. Oh, there's not a wall now. Gotta be more careful at this turn, guys. Come on. Zelda has a cannon. How did Ganondorf keep catching her? Wouldn't she just shoot him? She can produce magical explosions on her own. I don't know how she catches them. She's skilled with a rapier? She's got ninja abilities? I've got no idea how she... Why can't I do this? Whenever... Alright. Well, don't go too far. I'll get it. It'll be fine, I'm sure. I threw it down in the pit and it's in one piece. It'll survive this. Oops. Is Hyrule the far future in that original canon? And honestly, there are so many games at this point that if you accept the idea they're all in one timeline, which comes and goes in popularity. Some of them must be ancient to others. I did it again. You know, in any of them, there must be an ancient history relative to the time it takes place in. Because I haven't played Zelda 1, but I would be shocked, if this incredible series, so long and storied and beloved, began with a fantasy adventure that was like, you need to seek out the Triforce. It's that thing that we built just last year, but now evil's gotten the hand of it. Like, it must be ancient power. Meaning the present is far future to something. Must be.
You have returned to me, my eyes, the vessels of my spirit. We can now speak properly. In ancient times, my eyes were stolen and sealed away. For eons I have awaited one who would hear my voice and return them to me, and here you are. As promised, I will repay your kindness by bestowing good fortune upon you. This is my pin collection. I gathered over many conventions. Oh, you're more into heart containers. The strength you have chosen will be yours.
Isn't Wind Waker supposed to be far in the future to everything else in Zelda games? I believe Skyward Sword is far in the future from Wind Waker and a couple others, but I could be wrong. I do think there is something in the last timeline they officially published that said Wind Waker is like 2/3 of the way through the total number of games if you listed them in... I might be wrong. I think there's something that comes after Wind Waker. Wind Waker definitely comes after other games, though, seeing as there's an entire flooded kingdom. That's sort of a there's history to this place move to pull. Skyward Sword's the beginning. Oh, that's just my shit memory then. I remembered it was important, but I had it at the wrong end. Let's see if we can find that timeline. It's old now, but let's see if we can find that. Zelda timeline. I should be searching that in this window. So there's the Hyrule Historia, which is a Zelda licensed book, officially licensed by Nintendo. But I believe they've never worried about it being exactly, and they weren't going to let it limit the way they made future games, but boop, I believe this is from the Hyrule Historia. Skyward Sword, earliest. Minish Cap, Four Swords, Ocarina of Time. Now it splits based on whether you continue history from Child Link's, evil world, or adult Link's, he does return to fight. I don't know why it splits, but it splits there. If the hero is successful, he returns to being a child. Oh, no, it's not. In both they travel. It's just successful or not. Let's go this way. If the hero is defeated, then Link to the Past comes around. Oracle of Seasons and Ages, Link's Awakening, Legend of Zelda 1, and Adventure of Link, which is 2, right? If the hero is successful in Ocarina of Time, then they do split along Child and Adult Era as well. In Child Era leads to Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and Four Swords. And Adult Era... Wait. Interesting. Oh, actually, never mind. My confusion makes no sense anyway. Adult Era, Ganondorf is sealed, leads to Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, and Spirit Tracks. So Wind Waker is still late in the canon. There's a bunch more games and it's all confused, and don't worry too much about it anyway. Does that timeline include the Monopoly games? Luckily, no. The Monopoly games...
You who revived my spirit's 4 vessels, make an offering. Offer pose to me. My brethren and I have combined our power to create the Dark Trousers. If you desire it, you must make a suitable offering.
Trousers obtained by offering pose to a strange statue. They look normal at first, but on closer inspection, they resemble the legs of a monster born of shadow. Wonder if there'll be a face mask or other hood or something to go along with it. I'm not gonna have enough pose for it. I thought I'd saved so many fucking pose. And I'm gonna be out of pose. This works pretty well, though. It's kind of nondescript, but it works pretty well. I do have 10 pose to go ask where another of the statues is. This is such a good visual representation of what happens when a franchise keeps going and going and keeps going. When does Smash and Mario Kart fit in? Well, Smash is outside the timeline or touches multiple points in the timeline because it doesn't Master Hand or something bring people from various universes in and clearly reaches through different timelines as both Toon Link and Link are present and Child Link in an earlier game. So I think you can put Smash wherever in the same universe or different universe to whatever you like and at any point in time, because Master Hand does what Master Hand fucking wants. Edgy pants, mission accomplished. Do you use RAM to find the other pose? Or something? Why'd the price go up that much? Jesus, dude. Unfortunate. So, we did a little bit of the main quest today, and then I spent a long time in the depths. Even though I used 2 of those special arrows to vaporize Lionels, we spent a long time in the depths. I think it's enough main story. Let's go ahead and call the stream there. Racing through. Soul inflation's crazy. What was Link doing during those 7 years in Oot? Off racing and fighting Mario? Slacker? Which 7 years? Oh, in the Temple of Time? In the fiction of Ocarina of Time, within the events of Ocarina of Time, I believe he's frozen in time, just there, holding a sword or something. I don't really know what state he's in, but I believe he's not part of the timeline actively, frozen or removed from it, and held in, you know, that realm where the sages hang out in the dark. Something like that. And then, after the events of the game, child Link goes on and has adventures like Majora's Mask, as we saw. Adult Link goes on and has different adventures based on whether he's succeeded or not. But I think within the events of Ocarina of Time, there's literally 7 years he's not present doing anything. But something weird is going on because he doesn't show up as a child. You know, he doesn't teleport. He doesn't time travel. He grows to adulthood. It's weird. Samantha, I'm going to... Hey! There's Urbosa. I said I wanted more Urbosa. That's probably not Urbosa. That's someone else, right? I don't know who it is. No, that's Sidon. That probably is Urbosa. Whatever. Point is, we're not doing this now. I'm going to go. I'm going to relax, have some food, do some more prep and packing for traveling. If you weren't here, didn't hear earlier, tomorrow I'm getting a flight to Maine, and I'm going to be spending the weekend and next week, including the weekend following next week, having a vacation with my family at a lake house where we're told there's internet, but I don't know how good it is. I'm not planning on doing any streaming. There's no streaming for about 10 days, roughly. I'll be back, I believe, Tuesday, the 25th, with Baldur's Gate 3, with Skullboy and Await the Ape, and other streams that week. So, if you want to know when I'm back, a reminder to see when plans firm up, what I'll be playing on which days exactly, check the schedule. I will make a note and keep it updated in Discord and rxhydro.tv, whichever works better for you. And I'll see you when I get back. Hope I do. Whether it's for the Baldur's Gate 3 stream, the next Tears of the Kingdom stream, or whenever. But whether I do or don't, most importantly, let me say thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I would so love it if you do me one more favor and stick around just another minute here, even if you've got to go soon, while I see who else is live. It feels so good to be able to send a bigger raid. It feels good as a streamer to receive a bigger raid. Please, 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 even if you got to go soon, stick with me just a minute while we find someone to go say hello to. Spam the raid message a couple times. Follow them if you haven't followed them yet. And if you've got time, if you're not about to rush off, hang out and check out their stream. We're going to go see SarahBear707, who is fighting the final boss of the Elden Ring DLC. She has beaten it once in co-op, and she is fighting now for her first victory solo. And whatever Sarah Bear is streaming, she is always entertaining. It is almost always a Souls or Souls-like game, but I've seen her play a couple other things, and as I say, whatever it is, it's always enjoyable. Let me get the link for you just in case anything goes wrong with the raid, and for those of you over on YouTube. We are heading here to Sarah Bears. Let me get this stuff too. Links. Is the bot here? Raid. There are the links if you need them for Discord or whatnot. And there's the raid message. Please copy that message. It's the one that says, I was asked to copy this message, so I did. Hello. Thanks for getting them over here, Caroline. And one more time, thank you all so, so much. Have a lovely time zone. Day, night, whatever, all that stuff. I hope I get to chat with you on Discord or see you when I get back, or both, or whatever. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for stream. Thanks for being here, Sad Cat. Thanks for being here, KFC. Thanks for being here, Caroline. Thanks for being here, Seductive Marks. Thank you, everybody. Thanks so much, Zetor Links. Thank you, Raja. Thanks, Molten King. Thank you, everyone. Now that you've been returning them, you caused the poflation. Night every Sammy. Have a good one, Molten King. So raid ready? It is. Fantastic. All right, Samantha. Have a good night.